Indeed. Well, we can hit. Well, I think Mr. Donahue he's connected. He's just obviously away from his desk because he's still muted and he hasn't picked his character. But that is fine. I can't work out how you do an advance for a specific character. Because if I type /advance, all PCs get advances. I suppose you just have to do it manually. You have to click on. You just.
I imagine so. You
just increase the advance number from by one whole digit.
Do it.
How does that work for me?
In fact, if you go into the Advances tab and press the button, it will give you. It will. You press the green button on the Advances tab, and it will add a new line and increase the number automatically.
Yeah, but that won't increase the advances, will it? They're separate.
It do.
So if I go into uncat, let's just take an
augmented
wolf. Take an augmented wolf, and then I roll evasion. Oh, that's quite nice. I'll remember that. Might actually. Ooh, they're quite nice.
Right. So
while since I've typed the backslash. It would be nice if it auto-completed, but anyway.
Did you really mean to do that?
What?
Just fixed it and then broke it again.
Who did?
Me.
So I'm just trying something out. I've never actually used these. Okay, I might turn all those into shortcuts. Roll evasion. Roll fatigue. I'll forget I've done it, but I'll set them up. Roll fear. Natural healing. Half these I'll never use, I suspect. Oh, Donahue's here. Was just waiting for Mr. Donahue to appear, as he has, so we can begin. Good welcome, one and all, to another exciting chapter of Sprawlrunners. Well, I hope it's exciting. I'm still enjoying myself. I'm hoping the dice today aren't as violently evil as they were yesterday. That was quite some scary dice rolling.
Well, only one of us died.
Yep, that's one more than usual, that. And apparently I forgot a number of rules that I didn't, but that's by the by.
Just one shot.
It's just one shot. Yeah, apparently there's I think that there's some. I forgot. No, apparently there's some setting edge called buckets of bennies for when you critically fail, but I can't remember what that does. So anyway,
well, it's buckets of bennies if you're outnumbered.
Yes, which I did forget as well.
Anya did her part. She told you guys take care of the machines and she'd take care of the troopers, and she was.
To be honest, there was only 4 of us, and we split the party by accident.
Yeah, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. The map. Ironically, I think the biggest ironic issue I think was the map was so big. If that makes sense.
Like 2 of us ran in one direction and 2 ran in the other direction. And
I did have some NPCs coming to help you, but they didn't get very far because the map was so long. Anyway, that's by the by. So I do believe that you can't actually remember what you did now. You did some interesting stuff. I know that. It wasn't to do with Pal this time, was it? It was. I forgot what you did. But I know you've got amongst other things.
We went through the guy's the mango farm, got some information, and got out.
That's the one. It was the mango farm, and you got the information. You think you worked out where the you think you worked out one of the locations, haven't you? Which is all very well and good.
And we found out that they dealt with any kind of intrusion with extreme prejudice, even killing their own employees, rather than letting it.
And he had a scary bioweapons project in the background.
Indeed, which I do believe you might have got some information on. Like, it was Mech Tech, wasn't it? In addition, other stuff I seem to recall you also tracked down that the broker was Ched Jenkins. But at the same time, of course, obviously, this is an ongoing thing. At the same time, there's nothing to stop you. Why has Aki got 5 bloody bennies?
Well, Ninja, there's a word I don't ever freaking want to see again.
What's that? I've just got great
Ninja.
Sorry.
That's
luck.
Because I've got great luck.
Anybody following the news in the USA, it's probably reached some familiarity with the term cyber ninjas.
Great luck.
And you obviously cleared taking background edges with me as advances because I'd have no recollection of you asking me.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was something I needed to ask. I apologize.
No. I'm talking to Aki here.
Oh, I just followed the thing on. I mean, it just said gain a new edge. I didn't know I couldn't take one.
No. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Mr. Aki, who's been.
Oh, I don't even remember when I
edges
took it, but I took luck, and then next one after that, great luck. Right there.
Yeah, well, you took them as your 2 novice advances. I'm not really going to complain. Don't worry about it. I don't really mind. I'm just saying, officially speaking, background edges after character creation, you have to have sort of role play it or justify an excuse for getting them because they're meant to be background edges. Once upon a time, you couldn't get them at all. Actually, did they change?
Why Wave has?
Am I being unfair?
I know.
Is that-
I think you're playing the wrong rule set. I think you're playing the old
That was
obsolete.
how it used to be in Deluxe, yes.
Yeah,
maybe
that
it
rule
isn't
set's
the
rubbish.
case
That's why they
in
stopped using.
Slade.
Did I do something wrong by gaining a new edge? I didn't
Absolutely
realize.
not. Absolutely.
Well,
not.
narratively, it makes sense. I mean, like, we've got a hacker keeps stealing information, so there's nothing wrong with him going to rich, to filthy rich.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, and I said so. Don't worry about it. No, I'm
And it was certainly the way that the character was going when we talked about how he wanted to continue to develop that skill, right? But
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't.
no. Don't worry. Do not worry. This is. It was again. This is just me being me. As in, biggest problem I've had is I've played so many different editions of Savage Worlds that sometimes I forget which edition I'm playing.
Oh.
And in Suede, players can choose background edges after character creation with a little rationalization. An individual may choose the attractive edge by cleaning herself up, getting a makeover, and generally paying more attention to her looks. Characters may be able to gain the arcane background edge by finding any book. So yeah, ignore everything I just said. I am running. I was thinking about a different edition of the game.
Yeah, so long as there's a narrative reason you can work in.
No,
I don't care anyway.
This is the bikini
I was just teasing.
later. I'm gonna go
Well,
look this up.
and when I did it through Savage to try to get it so that everything you get the green check mark, it said it had it as an option. It didn't. There's some that said ask DM. This one didn't say ask DM. So I was like, okay.
Absolutely. Don't worry. I wasn't even looking at your character sheet. I was just teasing Mr. I've got 5 bennies over here. That was
Yeah, exactly. So I'm super lucky. Yeah.
Anyway, that's absolutely fine. So,
got to make up for all the other stuff I haven't got.
It's okay, mate.
I tried to be a gangster. It didn't work out.
Well, and I'm just trying to figure out how to play. I don't want to.
I apologise. You accidentally got sucked into me winding up a player. That was all. I do apologise. You've done nothing wrong at all.
I think Gina did do something wrong.
I wasn't upset. I just am trying to learn the rules. I thought that was legit, but if it wasn't, I wanted to know.
Oh yeah, no. An advance. When you get an advance, it's an edge.
I better do this so you can hear me.
Raise your attributes as long as you haven't raised your attributes already this rank, and the rank being novice, seasoned, heroic. Legendary gets a little different. I can never remember. I've never actually got characters to legendary, so I can't remember exactly the limitations on attribute advances once you get up to legendary. Maybe this time we will. It's a skill point. You can take. Yeah. So basically, you can increase one of your traits, 1 die type. You can increase your skill. You can increase 1 or 2 skills depending on whether you're increasing a skill that it's higher or equal or lower than your the trait die is connected to, you can buy an edge, and with the GM's approval, you can also remove a minor hindrance or make a major down to a minor. Those are what you can do on advances. So you've done nothing wrong. It was just me forgetting which edition we were playing.
Right, and that, like I said, I was just pulling down the menus in the thing, and that's what I saw was like to degrade a hindrance. You need to
Oh, what
pass
was
the
that?
GM, and
Yeah.
But this
Which
one
I don't
seemed
have a
like it
problem
was
with.
legit.
Yeah. I don't have a problem or issues with any of that. It's not a problem in that regard. So it's always an interesting one. I always find it's a little more interesting when it's sort of more sandboxy and the players get to drive stuff, because it's very much a case of what do you want to do? Because I have to sort of some it's easy. If I've got for the fancy ones where you're in the mid of campaign or something like that, and you've got pre-generated dungeons ready to rock and roll, it's fine. But this one, Sprawlrunners, I'm finding interesting because you guys are writing your own destinies. So what do
You mean
what's
you
the
haven't got a
plan?
load of pre-generated adventures for us?
Well, I did have ideas for some, but then the whole we're going to hunt down the hot dogs came into light, so I forgot what I was planning originally. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's quite straightforward. To my mind, is thread-wise, you've got Ted Jenkins, the broker. You've also got, obviously, you think you've tracked down the location of Mr. Big's data center out in the dump. Or you could go look for a paying job. I mean, at the end of the day, the whole point I'm trying to make here is you guys. I'm trying to make this very much a sandboxy, character-driven campaign. So it's really, unless I'm going to hit you guys with something nasty I've worked out from one of your backgrounds, most of the time you have control of where you go next. Then I screw you over.
He's sweet that way. No, that's Faith. It specifies that when she's that she's back at the dojo training with Master Shank, because that's where her next edges will come from. When she needs her chi mastery, that she's already explained it.
Not a problem. I should find a map for a dojo, shouldn't I? So we can then have an interesting situation where instead of someone attacking the 64th and Ramen, we take on the dojo instead.
Yeah, well, let them take on Master Zhang all by themselves. That would work well for them. He's got friends. That's how you sucked us into this. They came after Mr. Nakasuni, and this is our hangout. We have to stand up. And in a place like the Barrens, if you don't stand up for your friends, you don't have friends.
Well, this is very much the case. So what's your plan for today? That's my question.
Well, what have we found out from the hackers? Beulah and Donahue, what did you dig up that we were going to follow up on?
I haven't dug anything up yet, I don't think.
I've just discovered shamans cannot have season powers. Pooh.
And all I've got is we know his location, supposedly. We haven't
One of the worst parts of the Barrens, as I recall.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Can indeed.
Yes.
And as I recall, that was in like the worst part of the Barrens that we pinpointed you managed to pinpoint his location.
Yeah, but that's, as far as I know, that's all we had. We don't have blueprints. We don't have any kind of surveillance or anything else like that. That was where we ended. Here is where here is where that information went to Mr. Big.
Which means we're going to have to do on the ground recon.
Well, I'm just saying, like, we didn't do anything. As far as I know, that was the end point last game.
Yes,
we didn't.
It was very much the case. Yes.
So at this point, this is where to do prep and such, as far as I understand it. I guess that would be yeah, what we're going to do is just try and find out some information about that. Who owns the building? What's going on in the area? That kind of stuff.
Oh, believe me, when I say the dump, it actually is a dump. There are no buildings there. Just
Oh,
piles
okay.
of crap. Just piles of crap and possibly the odd shanty. A building that someone's built out of the stuff they found lying around. Literally.
Okay, yeah. So there isn't anything to really do outside of
In
pretty much just go there and kick in the door.
On the ground
Well,
retail.
actually, don't we have a rigger that can, if we've got some points to buy equipment, the rigger can buy a surveillance drone, do overflights first. We photograph it from in the air.
But since this isn't work we're getting paid for, how much do we want to invest in something that's basically a personal mission?
Well, this is the question, I suppose, isn't it?
Well, maybe we need to get another job in the meantime.
Have we topped up with points, or do we have to, or
Well, you got your advance. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the point is when you're preparing to go out for a mission, you use your resources and everything, and you can pool up. You've got your logistic points, and you can spend them, can't you? And you can recoup them at any time, technically speaking, between sessions, as it were.
yeah? So we've got the points to get a surveillance drone then.
Apart from Donahue, in theory, you've all got a minimum of 15 logistic points. Donahue at a minimum, because obviously I know Rich and Extra Rich change all that. Donahue, in theory, has a 13, a base of 13 logistic points.
No, they have the base of 13. I have the base of 18.
No, you've got 13 plus. But that's your base, and then you've got the Rich Edge, which gives you +5. You see, that's what I mean.
Then I'll be 18.
Mm.
So
That went quiet. I heard a so, and that was it. That's interesting. That's the wrong way.
no, that was me. I'm sorry. So are we picking things up now, or are we? I thought we already had done that. My bad.
Well, no. The point is, technically speaking, at the start of any session, you can re-equip yourselves, unless, of course, you're on a run. If that makes sense. If a
Right,
session ends mid-run, then obviously you can't change out. But at the beginning of any session, and I do mean any session, you can. You sell off and dispose of the gear that you were using that you don't want traced back to you. You can go and acquire new gear. That's the idea of logistic points. It's basically
Right.
stuff. Yeah, you've got your own separate funds, and obviously you have got money coming in and money going out and all of that. But your logistic points is basically you using your knowledge on the street and your contacts to get the gear that's untraceable, or investing stuff and getting gear. So logically speaking, if you keep the same gear every time, you just don't get your logistic points back. That's how it works.
For sure. So yeah, because Beulah traded in his deck and then got a little bit better of a deck this time. So
Yeah, logically speaking, if you go on a mission that ends up in ends up in combat and there's sort of corpses everywhere, then you don't really want to carry on carrying around the gun that can be traced back to you. So you dispose it at the end of that run, and then you go and get another gun. It might be exactly the same gun from on your character sheet.
right. No, absolutely. No, I just yeah. And I'm sitting on a hunter drone still. Do we need to get rid of that and do something else, or do we
Is
have
that one
any?
you acquired through logistic point or a different way?
I got it through logistic points, but I just held on to it. That's why I ended up with the cheap deck.
Well, the hunter drone's basically a mobile gun, so if you were doing an assault, that might be if you're going to go and kick in doors, then that might be quite handy. But it can do surveillance. It just might be noticed because it's bigger than a surveillance droid, obviously.
I've got so many nice maps lately. I can't find where I put this really nice map. In case you want to go there. If you don't go there, it's not a problem. Please continue talking and discussing, and I will be ready any time to help out in any way you need.
You could fly the drone over, and then you would at least see what the terrain looks like. My concern at the minute is that I need a babysitter because I don't want to go anywhere by myself.
Okay, so if it's not Fred Maps, who was it? Sorry, I'm desperately trying. I keep forgetting to load this map in, and it's going to bite me on the bum because I thought I must remember to add it in before this week, and guess what? I forgot to do. Oh, I lost a lot of prep time yesterday.
Yeah, does thermal plating cyberware stack with normal armor?
What does the description say?
It says it's not natural armor. Does not count as natural armor, but it can be purchased twice. But it doesn't say it doesn't stack with normal armor.
Is that cyberware?
Yeah.
Normally in Savage Worlds, you take the best armor you've got.
And then you get half of anything less.
So my jacket gives me +4. Thermal plating doesn't give me anything better than +4. Right.
But the other logic, of course, is if for any reason you don't have your jacket on, the thermal plating is armor that can't be removed.
True. But I'll leave it for now.
It still counts as half, though. I mean, so you can wear 2 armor, so you can wear plate mail and chainmail underneath if you wanted to. Only adds half the protection. It does add all the detriments of weight and everything.
Right. Well, I had a lovely map for today, and I can't find it. I'm really annoyed at myself right now.
I think the benefit of dermal is it's also full body compared to a jacket.
Yeah, so that's a very, very good point. Yeah, so somebody could do a cold shot to your head, and thermal armor will still protect.
Okay.
Yeah, armor jacket says torso and arm.
Yeah, dermal says torso, arms, and legs, so it doesn't say head.
Well.
Oh. Is that a separate one?
Well, armor to the head's an interesting one. It's basically, it's the only time that helmets and that stuff matter is if someone does a cold shot to the head. Then obviously you add the armor to the your standard toughness to decide, before because obviously that's you're being shot in the head, so obviously you got a helmet on. Also, it depends on the open face helmet, closed face helmet. Depends on the house as well, because there's a certain helmets of half your face is exposed, so there's a 50-50 chance you get shot in the face rather than in the helmet anyway.
No. So legs would be armored as well. Dermal plating says it's +2, so if you wear the jacket, it'd be jacket. It doesn't say there.
Can't believe I've lost the map.
What did you call it?
Armor is.
Oh no, I downloaded it. I can't remember what it was.
So if you wear armor jacket and dermal plating, you'd have a total armor value of 5.
Yeah. I've done a few too many Patreons lately, and I've lost track of which Patreon got me the map I wanted.
File management is important. It's a pity I don't do it well enough.
Well, yeah. It's not even that. It's just I obviously have downloaded it, but I can't remember what the map's called. But the problem is I can't remember what the keyword is to find it on the Patreon side. And as I say, I've downloaded a few too many lately. So, oh well, maybe I need to come up with a job bloody quick today because I've got maps for that. Anyway, carry on.
Or so yeah, if like so far I have my inventory set up as like I have my deck and the programs sketched out and marked as how much this is how much it costs me out of my logistics points. So I don't swap. I'll swap the programs out, but I won't necessarily swap that out. And then I marked out, this is what my weapon cost me, so I know that. So like if you have a drone that you're gonna probably use on a regular basis, marking it down as a and just saying I generally have this drone is not an issue.
Right. No, I was more saying it to remind the party that I had it, because it sounded like they were talking about something that might need use of it. So that was all.
Yeah, I was looking to see whether the hunter drone. You said it was the hunter drone, right?
The hunter, yes, sir.
I was looking to see if it flies or what.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it flies around and it's got you can fit an assault rifle in it from memory.
Yeah, so hunter drone. Yeah, so a hunter drone can fly. It can do that. It's got low light, infravision.
Yeah, normally, as I said right at the very beginning of this campaign, normally Shadowrunners have a set plan how you do it. Normally what happens is you send the drone in first because it's a minimum exposure area, and then after that
the fun in that.
Yeah,
just
it just
running
doesn't
around.
have
hacker does a remote link.
Yeah, the hunter drone just doesn't have any stealth.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. Yeah, that's the difference between the stealth drone. Obviously, it's a lot smaller.
And I remember that if we like some of the part of what was done was we sort of pooled some points and stuff to deal with that, because to deal with the van, but it was the same kind of thing, like because I'm out of the logistic point. So, but I think that if we get something that's the same cost, otherwise we're going to have to figure out a way to like add 1 or 2 points to get something different.
Don't forget you can combine. Sorry, you keep talking.
But I'm not looking at the different drones right now. I can punch them up real quick, but
Must admit, how I do a logistics point is I buy my equipment on Savage US, and it doesn't count for me, and then I just drag and drop it as I go ahead.
Yeah, it would be. Sometimes it would be nice if it would be nice
if FG did it, but it doesn't.
If FG did do sometimes, wouldn't it? Yes. Okay, so if I drag those, I found my maps. Oh, dear me. Scintillating stuff. So, at the end of the day, I mean, this is the question. The question I still have, the question you have before you is, what I'm
looking plan? Actually in the hunter drone that we've already got is forward points, and the recon drone is 3. So, with swapping it out wouldn't be the end of the world.
No. Obviously, also obviously, if you've got the logistic points, there is a case for possibly having both anyway.
Sure, but what I'm saying is that like there isn't if the quiet recon one is cheaper than the one we already have, then we should not have a problem picking it up, right? Because we can always swap one out for the other. Yeah. Unless we decided we want to buy a second one, but yeah.
Well, there's never any problems anyway in swapping them out, because
it's just tactics. Really, at the end of the day,
yeah.
Right. No, I agree. I'm just stating it. So looks like the recon's cheaper than the hunter.
I mean, the funny thing is, although we hacked and we got the information, I got the sense that they kind of knew that we were coming. And in fact, it's the guy went too far as to crash the server.
Merlin has
stop.
Of logistic points that he can throw into the pot if we want to try and get multiple drones or just a bigger drone.
Well, yeah, except as I look at them, the attack drone is the biggest one. I mean, I don't want to bog the group down any more than we've already
But
done.
if we were initially, if we mostly want to scope the place out before going in ourselves, and if this is a really crappy area of the Barrens, how much more is any kind of drone going to stand out? So you'd probably want to go with stealth initially.
Okay, then I've got a point. You guys can spend it however you need to.
Have I lost sound again?
No.
No.
Okay. My sound has been twitchy as hell. I'm getting Dell updates and Microsoft updates, and it borks everything.
And that feeling.
I'm just concentrating at the moment 'cause I'm trying to buy. I'm buying extra powers, but I've got a really, really restrictive buy list. In actual fact, I've discovered I can't buy any season powers at all.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't let you.
Seasoned is whenever you pick up your spirits. Whenever you get your
Yeah, that's why. That's why it doesn't
Yeah.
give you any powers. It's because now when I cast Summon Ally, it's more powerful. So what it does is it nerfs the spells. It nerfs all the things. There's a lot of powers I can't cast.
Yeah, because the idea is you don't cast them. You summon a spirit that casts them for you, isn't it? That's the logic.
So, yeah, Merlin gets to do the cool fireball stuff. You know what I mean? I don't, because he's a mage and I'm not.
Exactly, but then you summon up the spirit then you summon up a city spirit that then basically crushes the concrete and stuff or something, doesn't it? With blast or burst or something.
So the higher it up, the bigger the spirit goes up. You know.
Yeah.
And it's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man type stuff.
So okay, sounds like you want to do a recon of. Oh yeah, that's it. I had a different junkyard map. No wonder I got confused. Oh, now I'm in two choices. No, I'm not using that one. So it sounds like you want to do some recon of the dump, as people affectionately call it. Obviously, the affectionately bits me being sarcastic. No one finds the dump at all affectionate.
Did you watch the dump? Yeah, good, isn't it?
Is this literally a dump area like our?
Oh gosh, yes.
Our land is, our. So.
Well, let's put it like this: it's slap bang in the middle of the Barrens, which is obviously deregulated, and it's basically it is a dump. It is where everything gets dropped and dumped, and the poorest of the poor, which you have to be pretty poor to be the poorest of the poor in the Barrens, so you can't even hold on to a property, have set up like little shanties inside the dump.
So a lot of poor scavengers in the area.
Yes, yeah, there'll be lots of tents and all sorts. Which is why it's quite unusual to find some. It's also which is why in some ways it's absolutely it's a very clever place to hide. A data center, as it were, because no one would expect anything like that.
But also the easiest for us to, simply change into some really raggedy type clothing. Fits us right in too.
Yep. Actually, yeah, you'd had problems in the past, but looking at how Pal's dressing lately, you could probably get him to fit in. Before, when he was having,
I'm not wearing ragged clothes. It's not happening, right? But as raggedy as maybe cut off jeans, but you don't sew them at the bottom. That's about as raggedy as we get.
You are such a girl.
Unfortunately, he's highly influenced by his spirit, and obviously, in many ways he's a cat, I'm afraid.
Now, well, be careful you don't break a nail on any of these missions.
You need a cap with a feather in it. That would be great. And shoulder pads are back in fashion, by the way.
Oh, bugger.
So are we getting a drone to go in and or are we doing a combination of a drone and then a few of us? I don't mind throwing some rags over the top of my leathers. I have to leave my scooter somewhere safe at the edge of the dump because riding that in there is kind of noticeable.
No, we can take our beat up van.
Yep, you certainly could.
All right, well, let's go. I mean, I guess the only choice is then, do we want to dump it for the hunter doesn't have stealth, the recon and the surveillance do. Guess we just would go with the recon probably.
Not into all that cyber stuff, so that's a decision the guys who know what the hell they're talking about would need to make.
Depends on whether you, if it's only going to be used for stealth, might as well do the. I think the reconnaissance one it is, or something like that.
Yeah, there's the recon and then there's the surveillance. I just think that the recon and looking at it has a couple different extra roles as I compare them. Although no, the roles look pretty much the same actually. Just got a similar pace.
I think the difference
Just
is
it does a little bit better with it's got better sensors for like infravision and whatnot. So relatively speaking, I think that would be the way to go.
Well, as sophisticated as this bunch seems to be with cyberware themselves, I mean, they were able to do a backlash and melt down everything at the one office. What was it Jenkins' office? They are, I mean, you guys have been able to get stuff out, but they're still managing, they've got safety measures and stuff. So I suspect if this is truly their headquarters, they may have some defenses in place you might want to take into account that could counter your drones. That's why we probably need to do both. A couple of us in on foot just to confirm what the drones are, that they haven't found some way to muck those up. They seem to be pretty good at this stuff.
Okay, that'll do. Okay, so I just need to make sure if I'm going to
Armpits.
That where is it? Party vision and movement is on, because basically all I'm going to do is take Beulah's character sheet. I'll pick up the entire map instead by mistake. Take Beulah's character sheet, go over to his inventory.
For some reason, I was able to undo the hunter drone, but I was not able to add the recon drone for some reason.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I keep dragging it over, and it just doesn't let me do it.
You dragging it to the vehicle tab?
No, I'm dragging it to the mundane item
That's
tab.
the problem. That's the problem.
That was where I saw the hunter.
No. Sorry, I take a lie. Yes, there's two things, isn't there? I apologize. There should be the item, which you drag to the mundane items. Yep. And you want the reconnaissance, surveillance drone or the reconnaissance drone?
Oh, there it goes. Forget it. I got it. I don't know. Maybe I was looking at it. I think I was looking at it from the book or so. Who knows? I got it.
That's okay.
It came from the item. It pulled from the item menu, but it didn't pull from the book. Usually, like it pulls from either when you're looking at it, and it gives the stats like that.
So inventory, you went for the reconnaissance drone. So then we drop a reconnaissance drone onto your ally list, because then I think you can control it.
I see it.
And then we take the reconnaissance drone and put it on the combat tracker,
Very interesting.
which we should technically put under you because it would go on your turn. And I've lost you. There you are. Then we take the reconnaissance drone and put it on the map. And then we click on that. And then because you're using your reconnaissance drone and it can fly, I will turn off line of sight because you only need that if you're on foot. So, in fact, we can just do that. That is the area that Beulah was able to locate as where the data center was. And as you can see, it literally is
Dump.
just a dump. Yeah. Obviously, you can see numerous tents and things around.
Now, which one of these is where they're located?
You don't know.
Oh, so we're physically going to have to go in and maybe talk to a few of the scavengers and
Yeah,
homeless.
there are people milling around, but obviously from an NPC perspective, they're not worthy of popping on the map because this is just an aerial recon. This, you just do a high level pass over, and you can make out at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 awnings. These are the awnings, so these are basically covers, whether that appear to be, where people are living. They've literally built, they've literally dug out holes in the side of the rubbish and basically made themselves at home, as it were.
One advantage on the recon is most of these people aren't going to have any kind of electronics or internet or connections, computer access where
No.
pinpoint. If we
Well,
can
this is it. Yeah, as you're flying over it, I mean, you basically you fly over the area. It's a couple of square miles. This sort of in the middle of the Barrens. This area. It's the reason you suspect it's this area. It's only when you get to this area you start picking up data traffic and signals. It's very much they're hidden. To put it in sort of terms we understand it, there's sort of hidden SSIDs out there. So there's Wi-Fi. There are networks there. They're not publicly accessible. They're not broadcast, but you are able to pick them up. Okay. Let's see what we can see. Okay. So you basically obviously flying over the area, you sort of come about this area again. This area seems to have less. What you notice is this area, one seems to have more. Does actually seem to have seems to have networks in it, where the rest of it does seem to be very vacant. There is electricity and stuff, but it seems people seem to have portable generators. The lights around here seem a little more consistent and brighter, and not flickering on and off as much as you'd expect with the little, the cobbled together portable generators built from parts that were probably found around the area, or repaired with parts found around the area. The people themselves still seem to be just as downtrodden and everything else, but Beulah's obviously flying over with the reconnaissance drone. What he does notice is that a couple of times where as he's panning by and he's picking up individuals, you do seem to notice that they do seem to be wearing body armor underneath their dirty looking clothing. The only other thing I will say is interesting. Let's rectify that immediately. The only other thing I would say is as you're flying, as your reconnaissance drone is flying over there, it suddenly starts picking up a heat signature that's moving very fast. Towards the drone. Something just hit the drone.
Oh dear.
Oh, they are armed in, and they've got Sam.
May I roll a Benny to get that?
You can roll a Benny to. You can roll a.
Sort
Do
of
you have?
spend a Benny to keep that from being shaken.
You can. Yeah, I can't remember. Do you need Ace to do that with drones? I think you probably would, wouldn't you? I don't believe you can, but we should worry not. I'm sure there won't be anything to be concerned about. The drone will get a chance to act on its card, which is now. And the drone does recover quite quickly. What you do notice, there seems to be a number of individuals moving around. They seem to be sort of taking orders from someone who's standing there in bright yellow gaudy robes and sort of sort of brightly coloured hair, and has flame tattoos on his arms and face.
Do I have to make a roll to take pictures of all of this to be able
No,
to?
it's recording as you go. However, what does the reconnaissance drone have? The reconnaissance drone can't be equipped, can it? Sounds like the most easily noticed, but a lot sturdier. So, from your perspective, I suppose we should put someone on the map. Your reconnaissance drone is flying over here. You can see the map, and you can see the individual. Oh gosh, the scale seems a bit out here. You can see the individual. He's basically dressed in. Yeah, he's very much got this sort of flame motif, and he seems to be waving his hands about, making strange symbols appear around him, little motes of light. What do you want to do with your drone?
Well, besides trying to look at him and see what he's doing, just kind of keep looking at the area.
Okay. Well, so you can move up to 6 inches pace-wise, as it were, if you want to move your drone.
Oh, sure.
Assuming it lets you. We had fun and games yesterday with that sort of thing.
All
Yeah,
kinds of
it's
errors.
chucking out loads of errors here.
Is it?
I've got a map closed as well. So still spitting out errors.
What errors are you getting, out of interest?
It's the Vision Manager one again. 177 set value unable to create node.
Fan at the edge of the dump, or are you,
Somewhere in the middle. Did you just get another one out of interest?
Yes.
Yes.
And did you get another one now out of interest?
Yes.
So every time I add someone to the combat tracker, you're getting console errors. Right, I need to join this game.
And that was happening yesterday too.
That's not good. I need to connect as a player in the background so I can see what's going on, so I can report it.
Yeah.
Unable to create node.
The
handler
in the
error.
chat yesterday, I've posted I posted a screenshot, but I didn't post the error log because it was too long. But there's a screenshot of the error.
Hello, Mechanical.
This is the downside of playing with me, because we get. It's the downside of playing with me, because although we get all the fun toys to.
What
play
are you
with
talking
first,
about,
we also
Windows
get all the
Positional
errors to
Manager?
fix.
What are you
I
going on
wouldn't mind
about?
the fact you can't hide the console. Do you know what I mean? On classic, you could just leave the console behind the game and just get on with it, and it would report away. But bloody Unity shoves it out the front every time. I'm not saying that's Fantasy Grounds doing that. I'll say it's Unity doing that. Okay, so you get a closer fly in. There seems to be a few of what you do. Okay, my Linux box just started up. It just deafened me with the background jingle. Right. They seem to be all converging in the area up towards the drone, and
Bikini Jungle. Okay, what is this?
Spotted
You
it.
and Jinkies are both in the bikinis, isn't you?
and the gaudily coloured fellow who seems to like the fire motifs basically finishes his wild gestures and strange chanting and thrusts his hand towards the drone again. You pick up another heat signature.
We're being attacked by a street mage.
It basically hits fire. It shoots out from him and hits the drone again, causing the drone to be shaken.
Now,
One of
are
these
we-
times, he's lucky. You need to go ahead and just break off.
yeah, and if we're in the van and we're somewhere in the dump, by now, Waif would have, if we're all following this, Waif would have got out of the van and started stealthing her way up.
Okay, you can now hear gunfire in the distance as they're now shooting at the drone.
Waif is moving on foot in that direction, and for the record, she's got her leathers covered in these crappy old greasy coveralls that she found somewhere in the dump.
Your signal cuts out.
You hit the
That
map.
wasn't very nice.
I'm afraid
Wait.
you drone rolled a stealth of 3, and I'm afraid the bad guys rolled a much better notice than that, I'm afraid.
She started stealthing towards the sound of the gunfire in the direction she knows this is supposed to be.
I shall take you guys off hold.
Merlin will follow.
Okay, I will leave Queeg on the hold because Queeg isn't here today. I will add the players to the map and then relocate you down to the edge.
In
and delete
ow.
Queeg off the
In
map,
ow.
because
What does
he's
that
not
mean?
here.
Orange. In ow. In ow. What are you talking about, bro?
You're not necessarily exactly where I've put you on the map. You're technically off. It's just easier just to. I could just fit you all in one place at once. Okay, there you are. That's you entering this area of the dump. You can hear some laughing and chortling as people see, and you can hear this, they seem to be celebrating. One of them appears to be kicking the remains of the drone he just shot down.
Bastard.
Waif, get a card.
Kill the drone and is laughing about it.
Key.
Great. Teabagging a drone.
Right. Do we want to kill this lot or do we want to? I'm quickly consulting with you lot. I can see him. He's laughing at our drone. I can shoot him. Want me to shoot him?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to deal with this lot one way or the other. So
That's a terrible roll, and I'm going to Benny it. I shot him.
Well, I got 2 bennies out of that last combat round, so I'm going to spend the 2-3 bennies I got in a chance to try and say, no, he's going down hard. That basically your assault rifle opens fire, and he goes down fast.
You
As
sticky
can imagine,
wicket, you
can hear
fickle
much
pickle.
shouting in the distance.
For the record, when you applied his damage and we got the blood spot, we got another error message.
Ah, I'm sorry, guys.
Or removing him from the tracker apparently does it too.
I passed my turn. I was moving there, but he didn't approve the move.
Well, I was. Well, it didn't show you. It doesn't show you asked to move. So.
Oh, me and Merlin are both trying to move over 1 inch.
Trying
The-
to take
A little
cover.
more into cover.
Oh, I apologize. I tell you what. Sorry, guys. I did not realise I hadn't got the zooming right. You would. Well, yeah. I'll let you both be over 1 inch. I thought you guys were meant to be on the. You were all meant to be on the edge of the map. But I didn't realise you weren't. So that's okay.
Yeah, we're just moving to a bit of better cover there. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't.
Dooby
connect on
dooby doo.
That's
Just
interesting.
followed through.
Gang soldier number 4.
We're finding out
It's
who
going
the
on
bad guy,
hold.
the bad hot dog king is.
Unidentified NPC. He's going on hold. Donahue.
Sorry.
Gang Soldier 4.
Sorry,
He's not unidentified. His name's Gang Soldier 4.
I didn't say Gang Soldier 4 wasn't identified.
Oh, well then that's right then. Good, because that's confusing me. All right.
I'll move up to there and get under cover.
Certainly. Yeah, there's basically the line. There is plenty of cover. It's just obviously I'm only using the. It's only the terrain markers are only for really high cover, but there's plenty of cover everywhere. You know what I mean. You're not exposed if you just. There's plenty of cover to duck down. There's debris fields everywhere. It gives you medium cover. No problem at all there.
I think I'm just gonna look around for a secret entrance or something like.
Okay, you're about to get 2 more console errors. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just letting them pile up until it's my turn, and then I'll close that window and see what I can see.
Yeah, it's really annoying. I wish I knew what was causing it. I also wish I knew why I can't actually connect to my own bloody game. Especially you lot all connected without any problems. Okay. Notice no,
Right.
that's just a debris. Well, yeah, there's nothing there. You're just in a debris area. Pow pow.
You'll need separate logon for a second instance.
I know. That's why I'm running a virtual machine.
And a fake account as well.
Yes, that's why I created a fake account for my second machine.
Uh,
I use it all the time. It's just it wouldn't connect, but it's connecting now. Well, actually, interestingly enough. Oh yeah, the Savage one connected. Okay, Pow Pow.
But going to move there, and he's going to try to summon an ally.
I'm actually waiting for the next sale of Fantasy Grounds, so I don't actually. So my second fantasy, because I've got 6 copies of Fantasy Grounds Classic, but only 1 copy of Fantasy Grounds Unity.
So the ground we're standing on is kind of sandy, is it?
Yeah.
6 copies.
Right. Well, I'll be Benny in that then.
Are you going to summon your spirit friend? Are you?
Yes, what we'll do is we'll summon the spirit of the desert.
Ah, you've added them all. A desert spirit. Okay, you summoned a desert spirit. That will, I suspect, this will cause a console error. Oh, that's interesting. I have to open it before I can drag it to the combat tracker. Okay, now let me see. Summon ally has a range of smarts. So, where are you summoning the desert spirit?
I will summon him. I think I'll summon him on the other side of the pile. So he crawls at the ground there. What happened there?
Well, you just put a token on the map. You didn't put the one. I'm putting the combat tracker version on the map.
All right, okay. I thought that was the combat tracker one.
Oh, maybe it was. I wasn't sure when I double clicked on it. It didn't
I
open.
dragged
It
it
didn't
from the
open up.
combat tracker, so
I
don't know what's wrong.
apologise. I double clicked on it and it didn't open up the character sheet, so I thought it had gone wrong. So I did it myself. I apologise.
Yeah, so the move is I didn't move.
Well, go on, move then. Right. So we do actually need a summon ally 5 turns on you because it does disappear. And then you didn't spend your power points.
I didn't spend a fair fight. I was confused by all the errors.
Is it on 5 turns? Or
Errors
is it
of
power?
Oh, it's the scripts manager vision string. Okay, so does that happen
Yes.
regardless of whether the vision's on or off?
Don't know. Switch it off and see.
Let's turn off the lighting and see what happens. I'll have to report that one. Unfortunately, I did do the update where he started modifying the lighting. I probably shouldn't have done. I wonder if he's updated since, and I should have downloaded a new version. Update. Yeah, actually, ironically, actually, there is an update to manager vision _sw.lua. So I wonder if he's actually fixed it. And if I downloaded the fix, you wouldn't be getting all the console errors. We'll see what happens. So, are you moving, Pal Pal? You complained about not moving, so.
I was moving next to Donahue, so I moved
Okay.
5 inches to Donahue.
So then move your desert spirit. If he's moving. What's he look like then?
What does he look like? He looks basically like a pile of sand.
He's the Sandman from Spider-Man 3 then.
Basically, yes.
Is he? What's he doing? He has arrived.
Right, he has arrived. Where I will cast Bolt at that guy over there. Now here's the thing. So
I'll just do something actually. Oh, it's focus. You'll have to use focus from the traits rather than from the power. So you can click the button that says bolt, and then you can have to roll on the traits because basically, of course, the NPCs are correct in the fact that there is. Actually, they're not correct. They should still have the focus dice. I'll have to fix them. What I'm trying to say is they're broken.
yeah, but that's why I summoned them, because I couldn't. We wanted to test it. That's pretty much what I was doing.
I'll have to look into why they're broken, but they're broken.
Yeah, so combat.
So basically speaking, if you wanted, what you're going to have to do for the moment is if you want to cut.
Yeah, so all it does is obviously it just drops the heat wave rather than the thingy. So we have to
link.
Focus.
Yeah.
We'll see. God, it's taking ages to update it, though, isn't it? Oh, yeah, the main tab. Right, okay. Focus. Does that hit? Would that be short range? Yes.
That misses. You need a 4, don't forget. You need a 4 to successfully cast. Oh, a 4. Sorry, yes. Sorry, a 4 will hit. Yeah, 4 hits. Sorry, I apologise. I was seeing the defence. Sorry, yes.
He's shaken by the heat of the desert sand.
Indeed. And
that's me.
Mr. Bueller, sir. They shot your drone down. Right. If you're talking, Mr. Bueller, we can't hear you.
Sorry, once again, pushing the wrong push to talk. Okay, so
son of a bitch.
Beulah is pissed because they shot his drone down, but there's some strategery necessary now, I guess. So move there.
Certainly, that gives you medium cover. And also
Oh.
gives Pal medium cover.
And I guess that's going to have to be it, because he doesn't really see anything to take a shot.
Okay, gang soldier number 2. Going to advance around to the very edge there. See who he can see. I think he can see Pow. Yep, he can. He's going to fire his light pistol at Pow. Missing. He's then got 1 inch movement, so he's then going to duck back into cover. Waif.
Waif is looking pretty scruffy, so she's going to go just running straight in. Not very far.
You can Benny it if you want. Even though the rules say you can't, I do.
No, I'm not Benny in a run.
That's okay.
Until you pop more Bennies out there. I can't see. Can I see 2 from here?
You can see 2 from there. He's just, because, if you can see him, you could see him. They just might have cover, which obviously.
Okay, because he already took a shot at Pow, and I've got him in my sight. This will automatically apply because I ran.
It will. So basically you would have hit, but obviously because he's in cover, he sees you coming, he sees you take aim, he ducks behind cover, which means that, and the cover protects him. The cover protects him from your shot. Merlin.
Okay. Close my error screen. And it is time to put some deflection out there. Sorry, mage armor out there. Range.
Is anyone else getting database node not owned combat tracker combat groups ID combatants IDO1.senses? Yeah. I'm just curious what you guys are getting. I'm always tempted to just close down and reload because I've got to see if the update fixes it.
177 set value, unable to create node.
Okay. We'll sit. Yeah.
Okay, Merlin is going to move up to here with part of his move.
Yep.
He is going to drop a massive mage armor.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional recipients. So that's 9 points. And of course, we're going to do the shroud and the hurry.
Okay.
So that's 11 points. So let us cast a spell.
Don't forget to do the targeting to make the applying easier. You successfully cast it. Wow, look at that. All those little arrows flying out from you. And there we go.
Oh, that dropped a ton of arrows out there.
Oh, it did, didn't it? Yeah. Combatants ID -001 senses. Okay, I'm very inclined. I'm at the end of this round. I may actually do a quick stop-start because I have just updated the rule set to see, and let's see if it fixes it. That didn't. Have I not put the? I haven't put the.
I'm here. I'm
page
just
one
eating.
in, have I?
Yeah, and all that needs to go to attack -3 as well. So
Yeah, so that's that
Yeah.
goes to be.
So he's cast deflection on the Desert Spirit, so that's going to be -6 to hit it.
My -6.
Because bullets do -4 damage and -4 to hit. It's a pile of
Well, that's
sand.
already no. -4 damage is not -6 to hit it.
Doesn't have
Well,
deflection anyway.
it should have a at range -4 already built into it, and this will just stack
Okay.
on top of all that.
Yeah, I've just realised actually. I
No, yeah, you're right. It's mine. Yeah, you're correct. It doesn't add deflection. It just adds damage reduction.
I forgot. I forgot I had a nice Merlin shield effect, didn't I? So I don't actually need. I know you just nicely put everyone on deflection, but I was mistaken.
Yeah, it should auto factor in if it gets shot with a bullet. It should.
It should have the fact that I programmed in -4 from bullets.
Yes, shoot it and find out. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I will. Okay, so everyone now should have Merlin's shield. So I need to go through all the effects in quite a few games and update them, especially this instance. Okay, I think we've got everyone affected correctly. So Merlin, you can end your turn now. So
I will then actually take the rest of my moves.
yes, you've got 2 inches. Yeah.
Start over here. Oh, that's not going to get me as far as I want. Let's just start over here and land on this pile of rubble over here.
Okay. You dart over there and land on that kind of rubble. I shall give you light cover for that because you're slightly exposed. That brings us to Gang Soldier number 3. What can Gang Soldier number 3 can see? Gang Soldier number 3 can see Waif, but Waif will technically get cover, so I'm going to give her a -2 cover because there is terrain between the two. So basically, there's a gunshot and a pistol shot and a bullet goes, well, who knows where. It goes very wide. And we'll have another shot from over here, which should miss even before I worry about cover. And I can't see the last. There's the last one there. Oh, he's got a nice. Oh, I know he's going to shoot. There's no cover protection at all there. So there you go, Merlin's shield. Oh, well, look at that. There's no chance of him hitting. But if he had hit, does the pistol count as bullet damage? That's the question. Have I put it in? No, I haven't put it in as bullets. That's my mistake. We'll worry about that later. So I'm inclined. What I'm just going to do is force you all to get kicked. You should reconnect as soon as it's back up. Only because the one that's the Lua script that all the error messages are in, I've just updated. So I'm going to relaunch.
Hopefully that don't do the updates the character. Okay, so
so you should automatically be reconnecting as soon as it comes back in.
No, you got to click join campaign, but it was green.
It's interesting. It should have normally. It just lets you reconnect, doesn't it? It sits there retrying, but not to worry.
Yeah, that kicked us off the game.
They have changed the network code, haven't they, in the update? That's something else they changed, so maybe that's the change in the new update code. Sorry about that. Are you all connecting, or are you still getting attempting resolved connection?
It has not gone green yet. DOSWELK is still red. Is your table up now, is it?
It's still loading.
Yeah.
Apparently, I found out the one person who has an even slower Fancy Grounds Unity startup time than me. Doug.
I'd imagine.
Yeah, because
like,
mine's slow because I've got pretty much every Savage Worlds setting there is. Doug's is slow because he's pretty much got
he has
everything.
to have everything to all the 5e stuff. He's like, and the art pack.
We'll see if this fixes the issues. If it doesn't, I apologize for unnecessarily kicking you all.
Yeah, I took advantage of the break. Got my bio break in.
Worrying me is how long it's taking me to start up again. There we are, I'm up.
License key conflict.
I've just got attempting to resolve him. Oh, here it goes.
Getting
There
a-
we go.
Oh, I'm getting acquiring the file list.
Yeah, we've got there.
You might do because you may well do because obviously I've just updated the rule set. I've got I've got Client Connect. I'm getting console information coming up. But I'm going to leave it up. It's interesting. Yeah, authorization failed license key conflict.
Yeah, because you just reloaded and booted.
You're getting in now though.
Yeah, it's fucking a whole load of error, but we're there.
I'm getting network received requests. It's quite interesting actually having the console up so it's showing everything.
Oh, that's a lot of errors.
Well, no, at the moment, as long as good.
Actually, I don't think they're. Well, I don't.
I'm
know,
getting
I'm not-
authorization failed license key conflicts, which means it hasn't finished kicking me out yet, doesn't it?
Well, it says no. As far as it's concerned, everyone's disconnected.
Yeah, no, I'm just getting file requests. It's not actually a
They're not actually errors. It's just because the console's
it's fine with
open.
me.
It's showing you what it's doing. They're not actually errors. It's because the console. It's an interesting one. That is if the console's open, it will show you that stuff. I keep getting license key conflicts though.
Yeah, that's me. License key conflict.
That just means that certain people haven't been kicked all the way, so you got to like close it and go back in.
It's weird. I'm getting IKEY, but I'm not getting Wave on the character selection.
You're there. I can clear it. Clear the owners. See if you can get it now.
Yeah.
Is it really not letting you back in?
Now it's resolving connection error. Yeah, connection to server.
Yeah, I'm getting. Yep. Oh, why did I just disconnect? It just told me I disconnected. Oh no, I haven't. I'm acquiring the file list. It's interesting the messages.
And it's not letting me open Wave's character sheet, even though it let me.
I am playing a game and I'm interacting with chat, but no one's talking in chat.
It looks like
I'm gonna back out and come back in because something went wrong with mine.
If need be, I can basically close it and try again. Oh, it says you've connected at last.
Yeah, now it's working, acquiring file list. I had to shut it down twice.
Sorry, guys. I was hoping that would be a nice, easy, quick thing. I shall know in future to never ever do that again.
No, but I had to eat pizza, so it's right.
Anyway. Hopefully now the combat tracker will behave itself. I'm still acquiring file list on my Linux box.
Just tell Kyle that we just really appreciate being his guinea pigs.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, I've had epilepsy all my life. They put you on and off different medications. Guinea pig has different aspects.
Indeed.
I'd rather be on like this. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one. That is the downside. I mean, it does mean you get. Yeah. I mean, I've got so used to it these days. I forget. It does mean that you do. There are the days where you have all the pain. Like
You better release Waif because apparently I own Waif at the moment. There's definitely something funny went there, wasn't it? Because Waif could see me, and yeah.
Let's clear both of them.
No, I've got Aki now. It's all right.
Sorry. Try now.
Got Aki again, but yeah, Waif it said owned by me.
Okay, looks like everyone's back. Sorry about that mess I just created there by trying to fix an error. Right. Here's Savage 1 has not reconnected. Start again.
I still think it's cool you can switch it off and it starts back up again. My first experiences of Fantasy Grounds, I used to use it as a table in the same room with all the players. So we could just switch it off at the end of the game and then next week switch it back on again. We'd have to move counters or anything.
Okay, next round. Let's see what errors or console errors you get this time. None. Oh, look, all the bad guys are getting the jokers today, and I forgot to actually let 2 characters act last turn, so I'm going to take them off hold now because I forgot to let them
Oh, booger.
act.
Another thing is, I used to have people in chat, not one.
I'm going to shoot a light
3 bots.
pistol at Waif. That's going to hit.
Well, running out there managed to draw it all on me, guys. You might have noticed.
Game server connection was lost.
Which-
Returning to launcher.
Which is one of the reasons why I tried to get you your shield up. So
Light pistol damage 2d6. Wave is hit by a light pistol shot, which does cause a potential wound. Did you put a shield on Wave, by the way?
yeah, it showed up
Yeah.
on the roll.
It did show up on the roll, yeah. I'm sorry, I was looking at the NPC, not Wave. Okay, Wave avoids the
My
body
boobies.
shot. Okay. Flipping hell. Try that again, shall we? That's a bit better.
Console error. On line 177.
Oh, I didn't get that one.
Yeah, it's just the players that get spammed as well.
Yeah, no, but that's what I meant. That's why I've connected up with a.
And it's the same 177 error.
Oh, for crying out. Okay.
What I just
let's see if
said.
I get- okay, I've got the map up. I've got the combat tracker up. I'll see what happens. Now I've got a player session running. Okay. Gang Soldier number 5 is going to run because he's got the Joker bonus and he feels like having some violence. He misses. No console error yet. Merlin.
Okay, Merlin is going to pop his head up, and he is going to cast 2 magic missiles. That's what I'm looking for. He's going to cast 2 magic missiles, one at 4 and one at 2.
Okie dokie, go for it. 2 is more. 4 is more exposed to you than Gang Soldier 2, but the covers should be correctly set for each of them.
Try to find snow best event. So let me see. It takes 1 per unless I do other things. So 1, 2, 4, 8. Yeah, let's just go ahead and we'll just throw basic ones and see what happens. That should have been medium cover, light.
No, he should be on light. He should be on medium cover. He should be on light, but it's still a -2. Oh yeah, no, he's got both. Sorry, he should be on light cover, not medium cover. So medium cover. So you rolled a 2. So you miss it.
Yeah. Failed to trigger. Yeah, no, that's what I was.
Yeah. It still costs a PowerPoint.
I am going to Benny that though.
Okay. The cover should be right now.
No bother. Okay. Yeah, and I will shoot the other one.
Okay.
I've got a headache.
That's looking. Oh, that was a
I
success.
I forgot to put my +1 in. That actually should be a success. Oh no, the cover again. Dang it. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Okay.
Still costs you 2 power points, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, covers. That's the thing. When you start using cover properly, it changes everything. It's quite interesting how the mechanics change. You almost have to start going on hold and then interrupt them as they pop out to shoot, if that makes sense. Because if they're in heavy cover, they actually have to expose themselves to shoot back, which is going to have to do.
I will arrange myself just a little bit so I've got a little better cover.
Yeah. Please do so.
I mean, just right where I am. I'm just going to kind of pull up in front of me type of thing.
Yeah. So likewise, the point is he has to if he's in heavy cover where he is, he can't actually see you guys, so he has to step out into the open to shoot wave and miss, and then step back. You see, so the idea is what you would do is you would go on hold and try and catch him as he exposes himself, so you don't have to worry about the cover bonuses. Key.
Are these all undercover now? Are they?
Yeah.
So if I was to lob a grenade.
Well, as long as it doesn't deviate and hit the rest of the party, then obviously it depends where it lands. If it lands behind them, they don't have cover. If it lands between them and the cover, they have cover.
God, let me draw a medium burst. Oh, it's a last. Is it a medium burst or a small burst for a grenade?
Medium burst template.
Yeah, medium burst. There's a medium burst. If I was to drop a grenade there, I'd hit both of them, wouldn't I?
If you're going to drop a grenade there, you are going to be putting a manual -4 modifier into your athletics roll, because that's long range.
I could move.
I'm only saying manual because there is no target there for it to know that you're throwing it long range.
Can I move? If I move there? What would that do? The range is 10. That'll make it medium range, wouldn't it? 5 is a medium. 10 is 10 is medium. Isn't it?
That's long range. That's 11 inches.
Morg. So if I went there, that'll make it 10 inches, and it'll be medium range, wouldn't it?
That makes it medium range -2.
Right. Okay. So. Oh, it's not letting me. It's not letting me. It's not letting me change the You know, the little box down the bottom where you can put in a -2.
Yeah.
It's not letting me do anything with it.
Doesn't matter. I can do it in my head. Make the athletics roll.
Oh yeah. Well, I was going to throw a grenade, isn't it? Yeah. So.
Make your athletics roll. Well, yeah. Make your grenade combat throw, and then I'll take 2 off the result.
Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Yeah.
You didn't need to move that. You didn't need to move that far. Okay, so that's an accurate landing.
Now I'm gonna
damage.
Now I'll blow him up.
Right. So soldier number 2 has toughness 9 against that grenade, but he still is taken out by it. Soldier number 4 has no protection from
I blew him up with a fucking grenade.
Did anyone else get console errors with all of that?
Yep. The same error, 177.
Yeah, isn't it? That's really, that's really annoying, because the only reason I kicked us all out is because that was the script manager _vision_sw.lua was the file that I just updated. So I was hoping it would fix it. Oh well. This new lighting stuff.
Working out a line of sights for the tokens and the blood splats when they get the play.
That's probably what it is. The blood splats are probably causing the problem.
Throwing a hissy fit.
Can I turn those off? Maybe I just need to. Maybe if I turn those off, it goes away. They're defeated markers, aren't they? And I can't remember where they are. Let's turn the defeated markers off. I do like the blood splats, but if they're causing console
you're
areas,
you're still going to get it when you add a token to the map, though.
It's in the settings, combat GM. Defeated markers on or off.
there we are. Let's try turning them off and see if that makes any difference. Right. Anyway, soldier number 6. Spend a penny to I'm going to spend a penny to see if I can get a better run for him. No. Pow pow.
Better tick off a grenade, don't I? I've only got one less grenade. One less grenade. And now I've got 3 frag grenades.
I'm going to be a bit brave and I'll go.
Okay, 6 inches to there.
Scramble up to there. And then he will tell you what he'll do. He will cast protection.
You do notice they do seem to be sort of swarming and defending this building.
So he will cast protection on
Spirit Beast.
You casting it on you.
Yeah, let's cast it on everybody.
For the record, you need to declare who you're casting it on before you roll, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, let's cast it on everybody. Go on.
But it would if we were using the no PowerPoint option, because casting it on yourself would be a success. Casting it on everybody, that would have been a fail.
Yes, I know. And we'll get to the question about no PowerPoints in a minute. But yeah, let's cast it on everybody. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Beulah is not in range.
6, 7.
Beulah is not in range.
Beulah is not in range.
Unless you spend an extra PowerPoint to double your range.
Yes, we'll do that. We'll spend 8 PowerPoints. Should leave 5 left. That'll work out right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, not the desert spirit. I'm not going to cast it on the desert spirit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I only make it 7 PowerPoints.
What? So 6 of them, and then 1 for double range, so 7 now.
Yeah, exactly. But you said 8, which is why I thought you were casting it on the desert spirit as well.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's done. Everyone's ridiculously powered up and armored up and untouchable, which I don't have a problem
and
with.
then that's him for thingy, and then the desert spirit will run forward. Oh, where's he going? He is not going there. Going to go there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all he will do.
Okay, that brings us to Waif.
Before Waif runs forward, you got the extra stuff added to me. Because she's going to move up here. I can't see those. It's as bad as Andy. Oh, she's got to back up one. She's only got.
Yeah, something. Sorry, I interrupt. But something to jot down is obviously the spirit it doesn't have any power points because normally it's a no power point setting.
Yep.
But something to mentally know. But move on.
So then, Leif will have to stop here, and I can't see anything. So
Can you not see host? Can you not see 5 and 6?
I can't see any of them.
That's worrying.
Can.
There.
Yeah.
Okay, well, since I can see one, I'm going to take a shot at 5.
Be my guest. I was a bit concerned. It's like, hang on, why can't you see?
Yeah, you
Why'd
still
you-
got to make them visible, even if the light hides them. The light will decide whether or not the players can see them.
No, I know that. It was just I don't know. Obviously, it's obviously something to do with. It's obviously it lost their visibleness on the combat tracker. Okay, right. That's gang soldier number 5, wounded. He does have the Joker though, so I may spend a penny
You've
on
been
it.
there the whole time?
They did just move this turn. They were behind cover. They've moved out to there. I didn't realize. I don't know why you couldn't see him, but that guy there's only just moved out. That guy. Well, actually, they both just moved out of cover, so it's not the end of the world. I don't think anyone. The only one might have been if no, they. Yeah, they went after. One went before first things first. The other one went after Merlin. So I don't know why you couldn't see him. Maybe they were incredibly stealthy. Let's go with that, shall we?
Yeah, I had a +2 on pace, but I would have stopped there anyway for the cover.
No worries.
Hopefully, Desert Spirit in the open will put the blade, distract him.
Okay, 5 inches gets him to there. He can see pretty much everybody. He is going. What's he going to do? He is going to.
Die. He's going to die.
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to kill him.
Oh, ha, ha.
He's exposed himself one too many times in this dump.
I think I don't need a large. I think I can get away with a medium. Yep, I can get away with a medium. Medium burst template. Large doesn't get any more than that. Even if I'd moved it down, I can't get Aki in on that. So it's 2 power points, 4 power points. I'm going to 2 power points, 4 power points. I'm going to cast 5 power points. Okay, so basically, you Pow, Waif, and Desert Spirit are hit with an overwhelming sense of dread and horror. Easiest way to do it, I've just found out, is if you just type /roll space fear in the chat box, it'll roll on it. But if you want the fear table, there it is. If you want to roll it in the old-fashioned way, and I'll do it for your Desert Spirit. So it's basically spirit check with he didn't get the raise, so it's just a straightforward spirit check. Your Desert Spirit, unless it's immune to fear, which it isn't, is panicked.
So it fails. I succeed.
Okay. You were, but that's still the Desert Spirit.
Does the Desert Spirit roll on the fear table?
No, extras are automatically panicked, so it will automatically run away.
Right.
Desert Spirit, I hit Pow as well. Even though you fight off the sense of 12 rounds. Even though you fight off the sense of dread and fear, you do find yourself hindered. And the Desert Spirit has to automatically run at its full pace. Plus its run die away from the effect. There we go. And then for one last inch of movement, he's ducking back into cover.
Damn, I'm going to blind him with the sand, but not anymore.
I said I should. It does. The downside is it slows it down, but at the same time, it's. I did say I'm going to use cover properly for the bad guys. Means you have to be much more tactical, Mr. Donahue, sir.
Get that out of the way.
Armpits.
Alright. How big are the piles of garbage and such here?
Pretty big, if you consider.
Toys and such?
If you consider that's. If you consider 1 inch is 2 yards of garbage, they're quite considerable. The ones that block line of sight are probably at least 6 or 7, so about 12 or about at least 10 to 12 yards high, stacked up on themselves.
Right.
I mean, actually, look at that. Looks like that's a rebel shield generator just lying there. That's what that looks like to me, anyway. Be my guest. What's the plan, sir?
I want to try and next to the try and attack like a critical spot on the pile next to the street mage.
Okay.
And cause it to like collapse and fall towards him and like make him be distracted and vulnerable and such.
Sounds good to me. So I take it you're using shooting for that, are you?
I was looking more for the right spot to hit than it was looking like either notice or yeah, like a notice maybe.
Yeah, go for it. I'll allow that.
Yeah.
Do you wish to bendy that?
That fails.
It did.
Well, I'm trying to do as a test
There you
against
go.
them.
Yeah,
That's
no,
all
I
right.
completely get.
Here it comes. Here it comes. There you go.
Okay.
Got to be a 16.
Right. Well, there you go. So that what happens? Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, you basically cause so much crap and debris to fall down. He's going to lose his entire whole next turn, as he's basically he's automatically made vulnerable. Yeah. It looks like you've already. It looks like he's. Did you pick vulnerable, or did it set it automatically? -2 pace. Did you fail your spirit? No, you didn't fail your spirit check. So you're okay, Wave. Yeah. So basically,
Get the -2 back.
you still are hindered for the next round.
Okay.
Automatically, you resist the fear, but you are still affected by the spell, so the pace -2 still applies to you. Is basically how it works. So the street mage is basically you shoot it, you notice, don't cross off a bullet as it were, but you notice just the right spot to shoot it. You open fire on it, and it causes a quite a large amount of crud and crap and dust and everything to fall down upon the guy, causing him to miss his next turn. Oh shit, I did that on you by mistake. Let's put it on the actual right person, not on you. That would be really unfair of me. Okie dokie. Some combatants are on hold. Who's on hold? Just Queen.
Quig, probably. You could just remove him off the combat tracker, couldn't you?
I could, but then I'll forget to add him back in next week.
He'll remember.
Oh my word, loads of jokers given out.
Excellent.
2 bennies to all PCs. 1 to the bad guys. So, Wave gets to go first. So you're basically you're hindered, but Merlin's shield is hurrying you, so they cancel each other out.
So does that get me close?
That certainly will let you get to there.
I'm gonna punch him.
Go for it. Punch the street mage. Ouch.
Which says punch, he means kill him.
That's quite a punch.
I need the damage one time. Because I can't roll much more than that, right?
Well, you could, but not much. Don't Don't forget the extra damage.
Benny.
10. 10 will shake him.
And now he's face to face with me.
Exactly. And don't forget, he has suffered a setback, so he can't actually react this turn. And if you end your turn, unless you're doing anything else, so I'm trying to be a good boy and remember, I keep forgetting to do it. But anyway, Mr. Merlin, sir.
Okay, Merlin is going to take some measurements here. Of course, they're all just out of walking range. Merlin is feeling invincible. Merlin's going to step out to here.
Okay.
And he will try again to double magic missile, number 5 and number 6.
They're not in cover because they're currently running from a bit of cover to another bit of cover as you spot them. So this might be more effective. Go for it. Well, that's a hit.
I will definitely Benny that.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so you incapacitate one of them as he goes down. That still cause console errors when they die?
Yep.
Give up. How annoying. Two wounds. Down he goes. Splat. Okay. That was awesome. Setbacks automated. Brilliant.
And that would explain why I had that error pop up too.
Another one.
Setback is expired, so he's not set back anymore.
He's not set back anymore, but that was his whole action, not being set back anymore. But it's automatic. I didn't know setback was programmed in.
And he lost shape.
Right, I'm definitely going to do a quick screen grab of that.
I am going to shoot Street Mage number 2 and try not to kill Waif. Bob. I'm going to shoot him 3 times. I'm going to use my rate of fire. Three attacks. So I don't have to. Do I have to do a multi attack for that? I don't, do I? It's 1 action, but 3 attacks.
By the way, that's an error as well. So Kevin, you see, or you probably won't see it. Or you've just cleared it.
I'm definitely Bennying that.
It's like graphics error.
Oh, you can do one. Right.
So is that error happens every time an NPC is killed?
Every time you delete or something from the tracker.
It's the last Benny. I'm going to roll all 6s. Okay, that's it. And then I'm going to give up.
Right, and that is reported to Akil.
Okay.
Did you just fill up my
Chat window with misses, yeah. Miss. Spent 3 bennies on it. I still missed. Oh well. Okay. I tried.
Are you moving?
No, I'm going to stay there.
Okay, that brings us to Beulah.
Okay, I'm going to go back to rate of fire 1. I'm much better at shooting 1
All
bullet.
right, well, Beulah
Can't believe I wasted all them bennies.
is seeing this
Has he got cover?
nonsense, but there's not much for him to do at this point, so he's going to. There's my character sheet.
running fast.
Or is it the range? Oh, you son of a bitch. Cover -4, medium range -4. There's no chance of
You
fucking
will need
hitting.
to make an athletics to scramble up that debris if you want to take the direct route.
Okay.
Or you could just run past. No.
So does he get up with a 2 or no?
He won't. No, you'll need a 4.
All right. Well, I got pennies.
I
to
wasn't
burn
short.
here,
It was only
so-
short range. Good, Caden. Right. Motherfucker. Son of a beach.
Yeah, no problem until that time.
Beulah leaps up to the top of the trash heap with the grace of a gazelle. And I can take an action now, right? Because that was all part of my running.
Yes, you certainly can, yeah.
And he is going to take
Not
a
that it-
shot.
Not that it matters on the success, but did you double click run or did you single click run out of interest? Because I'm just curious, because it didn't seem to apply keep the run penalty. It's not a problem. I was just asking.
Oh, but it says running.
Yeah, but what happens if you double click it? It will hit the
Mhm.
running dice and turn the run off. If you single click it, it hits the running dice and leaves run on. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but then it doesn't roll.
Oh, it does. If you single click it, it rolls.
You
The
just single
actual
click
single
run,
act of turning.
single click
Yeah,
run,
active-
and it works it out for you.
Yeah, it's not a problem. I'm just saying. So if you click run, so I'm clicking run now, you see it, and it rolls a running die for you. Then you can turn it off, and then every time you turn it on, it rolls the running dice.
And it applies the
Okay.
penalty.
My bad. I didn't mean to.
No,
I thought
absolutely
normally
fine.
you
It's
double click everything on the sheet. So my bad.
No, that's absolutely fine. That's why I was asking. It was very much just to explain how it works. Okay, yep, you scramble up. I'm going to say you're scrambling up and down. So you're standing there and you
miss?
hit because you wouldn't have cover from where you are. Where is he? You actually don't have the -4. So you hit him. Ignore it saying we missed. You actually hit. But you do actually watch the bullet. You actually see the spark as the bullet hits something in front of him. You actually see the bullet slowing down as it starts going through something and then just drops to the floor. Oh, except for the last one, it shakes him.
Burning bennies for that. All right, I'll end my turn on that note.
I'm afraid, that's the problem with magic. It's good for you guys, makes you fairly indestructible, but when the bad guys get it as well, it's very annoying. Okay, this gang soldier here is going to come round to here. And that means he can see Waif, but he misses with his shot anyway. That brings us to Donahue.
Okay.
If you're talking, can't hear you. I heard okay, and that was it.
Nope, I was just acknowledging, paying attention. I'm looking at to see where I want to go.
No problem at all. By this point, the amount of dust, dirt, and crap that's flying around everywhere, everyone's going to be well and truly mud splattered. We'll call it mud. I'll be nice.
We call it unfashionable.
Donahue breaks cover and darts from one pile of garbage to another, but keeps himself.
Get some with a little bit more, and then I'll Oh, he's shaken.
Makes him easier to hurt. You don't need to wound him. You only need to shake him.
Oh, we'll try shooting him, I guess.
Go for it.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Did he just shoot me in the freaking back?
he might have,
I'm
Wave.
afraid he did. I'm afraid he did just shoot you in the
Jason.
freaking back. It would be dramatically
Jason.
appropriate that the critical failure is shooting Wave in the back. So please, Donahue, please roll damage from your heavy pistol. Oh crap!
Oh my
Oh,
god.
for fuck's sake.
Wave, magical protection or not, that hurts. As a bullet slams into your back.
I'd argue smart link, but that's a critical failure.
Yeah. Do you want to try your luck on another soak? Or you
I will stay with the one for now.
okay.
No, you
Obviously,
can't.
the bullet doesn't actually hit any vital organs or anything, but it definitely basically.
You can Benny the damage still, and I can shout a warning to it, and with common bond and restock our bennies. They'd be.
It's up to you.
Yeah,
There's where
are you allowed to spend a Benny to re-roll and take the lower damage?
no, I don't think so.
No, you actually. No, you can only Benny. You can only
You
Benny so
actually you can't, can you, in this instance, because you can't spend bennies after a critical failure.
Ah, you can't spend Benny to re-roll a critical failure.
But you could Benny the damage.
Exactly.
Do you know what? Technically speaking, there is nothing stopping Donahue. You are
Benny the
right, actually.
damage.
There is absolutely nothing stopping there's nothing stopping Donahue bennying the damage.
That's a good That's a good line of reasoning. I like that.
Yeah, there is absolutely I've given you your Benny back, Wave. Yeah, rules wise, there is I mean, at the end of the day, you are choosing to penalise yourself because you know what I mean. Because of critical failure,
You're wasting a Benny to do lower damage.
Yeah. That's perfect as far as I'm concerned. That's perfectly reasonable use of bennies.
So efficiently, you can Benny damage and take the best result. In this case, would be the lower number.
Yeah. At the end of the day, no. At the end of the day, it is no, because there are. I know they put it in the rules. If you spend a Benny to re-roll, unless it's a critical fail on a trait roll, you can choose any of the results of your choice. Likewise, it does. There are a couple of times I know it does. Like they do say, the example they give is for Berserk, isn't it? You can choose to re-roll the Berserk and take the worst roll because you want to go Berserk. So yeah. So basically, you are shaken as Donahue accidentally shoots you in the back.
Yeah, well, you need to stick to hacking.
Pow pow.
Pipe poo. What does the spirits run away? Oh well. This is obviously a new fashion statement. We're going to call it derelict for all this and.
How long does panic last for?
Until you recover or you're off the map.
Going to run there.
It's a spirit check to recover. I'm interested to see if it's automatic or not.
Because we're running low on PowerPoints, what we're going to do is we're going to shoot him.
So what you're saying is you're going to shoot Waif again?
Possibly.
Hey, don't you have another couple of steps you can just like step around me instead of trying to shoot through me? You're not that good.
You dodged a bullet a minute ago. Only just went in your butt cheek.
Yeah,
I'm sure we won't get a critical.
I tell you, when I go slap Donahue upside the head, that's going to hurt more than the bullet did.
Okay, hang on. The mage doesn't get cover from you there, so that is actually a 2, which still misses.
Still, oh god, so many consequences. So, what do I need to get? 6?
You only need a 4, but you rolled a 2 because it was medium range.
Oh,
He rolled a 4, did he?
rolled a 4.
Yeah, he rolled a 4, but there's a medium range -2 modifier.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so I need a 6.
Well, tasers are rubbish. You're standing right next to him and you still missed.
I know, but it's only
Tasers aren't meant for long ranges, are they?
You need to get assault rifles like me.
Just keep rolling that till you get a crit fail, damn you.
yeah, you're tempting it. No, don't get bottle it. Yeah, so it's missed them. It's just because it won't go that distance. It's too much metal out.
So basically, the taser fires and the darts fly out, and basically they get halfway there and they just sort of fall to the ground.
Yeah,
if you actually, to be honest, if you'd critically failed, I wouldn't actually have had you hit Waif with a taser. I'd have had they'd have flown out, missed the target, landed in a puddle, and then electrocuted you. Because I would have thought that would have been funnier.
So, and then I have to lose the next action, pull my hair flat again. So,
Exactly.
Desert Spirit, is he going to he's going to have to roll make a spirit check, isn't it?
He is. I was curious to see if Panicked would make an automatic spirit check, but it didn't. So Desert Spirit needs to make a spirit check. Otherwise, all he can do is he's just going to run.
No, he's going to run.
He's just going to run. 8 whole inches.
Bye.
Okay. And next round. And the bad guy's got jokers. I think the street mage is recovering. Yes, the street mage has recovered.
I was trying to stun him.
Okay, the street mage is going to bolt Waif at point blank range. The street Waif is going to use the Benny he just got. Well, the GM just got to bolt Waif at point blank range. So basically, he hits you in the face with some flame arrows, Waif, I'm afraid. Ooh! Ooh! Ouch. I think actually you just got hit in the face by a fireball. In terms of damage output. That was your last Benny, wasn't it?
Merlin, I'm giving you a card.
No, not the fireball. No, not the fireball.
Check that card out, Merlin.
Quick shuffle cards.
Wait, I have one more, Benny. Let me try.
Yes,
Yes.
that's the one, and that's why I'm going. No,
Papa shouts, look out. Yep.
would that get a 4?
That's that's going to be 3 wounds. Wife's still standing from that. She's not incapacitated. Smack. Okie dokie. Merlin. Actually, he is going to back off thinking about it. Because
Oh, Wave's shaken, so she can't hit him.
Yeah. Merlin.
Yeah, looking at my options. I can't see anybody from where I am. Not 100%.
You do need to give an adventure card to Aki at some point.
Yeah, I just did.
Yeah, you just gave me a card back.
Yeah. Okay, it just didn't show up on my chat. That's why I didn't know. Thank you. Oh, it did. Merlin gave an adventure card to Aki. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Yeah, he's got to pay me 50 quid as well.
Going to step up here next to Wave.
Yep.
And he is going to call shot at the street mage.
Okay. Because you've advanced to there, he hasn't got cover from you, so I'll remove the cover.
I'm going to attempt to slow him down by shooting him in the leg.
Okay. Go for it. He is targeted.
For the called shot. Where's my bow? There it is. We are going to use our combat arrows, I think. I will re-roll that. There we go.
I'm trying to work out what it was behind. Oh, because of the cool shot. Ignore me. Yep, you hit. That's a cool shot to the leg. He's still got his magical protection on, I'm afraid.
Yeah, apparently that's going to stop the arrow too. Bummer.
That's a shame. That was a lovely attempt there, I'm afraid. It looked really cool as well. You came running round the corner and
Yeah, and hitting to the ground kind of thing is what I was thinking. But yeah, oh well.
limits no additional special effects. It's already accounted for by wound and place buttons. That's interesting. Per the rules, hitting a limb has no additional special effects since it's already accounted for by wound and pace penalties, for the record. That's interesting. Aki.
Well, then I probably would have gone with an arm or hand to make him drop whatever it is he's got in his hand.
He's got a gun in one hand and a fireball in the other. Yeah. Aki moves to there.
Then he shoots him.
Shoots who?
That guy over there, gang 3, soldier number 3.
Yeah. So you can see him.
Cracking shot.
I see. I just didn't know who you were shooting because you didn't bother targeting anyone.
Oh, I control clicked on him. Okay, I must have control clicked from the wrong person. Yeah.
Shot him between the eyes.
Yep, you shot him anyway. Don't worry, it's okay. There wasn't any cover bonuses or range penalties, so it doesn't matter. But it's okay.
Yeah, I know what it was. I clicked on waif because I was untargeting the mage who I couldn't see, and forgot to click on me. So yeah.
That console error is very annoying. I do feel sorry for you guys. Sorry about that.
But we're going to send them to you later. We're getting them all in a bag, and we're going to put them in a. We're going to send them all to you.
I've taken a screen grab of my client and sent them off.
Yeah, your Discord is going to be spammed with some screen grabs, dude. About 400 here from each of us.
One per line, yeah.
Okay, I failed my. Can I fall back still, or am I?
I would say on a critical failure of your spirit, all you can do is move. And obviously, your pace is at -3 + 2, so you've got pace 5. You're at -1 pace at the moment.
You Benny can't shake.
Oh, you can put the blood splatter spec. You know.
You can't use a Benny to unshake because, of course, you've critically failed your spirit roll.
Yeah.
It's a critical failure. I'm not going to say there's any worse than that because, to be honest, critically failing your spirit means you cannot do anything that turn except move. So I think that's penalty enough for a critical failure, isn't it?
Oh,
Sorry.
Fall back.
Sorry. Yeah. Pow pow. You can, I suppose. It's up to. I suppose you can choose to just let your desert spirit go. I suppose.
Well, he's gone over the distance and running away, isn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, you can sort of release the spell, and that would basically unsummon him, as it were.
Yes.
In a no PowerPoint setting, that would make a lot of sense because, of course, you're having to maintain that spell while he's around.
I know. Yeah, let's throw a ball of string at him. Cast and tangle,
which hits.
So yeah, a small domestic cat appears with a ball of string, hands it to Pow Pow, and he throws it at her.
Okay, that's a hit.
It wraps around him.
That's a hit with a raise. So you bound the street mage.
Good luck.
You got the raise. Indeed. Your desert spirit.
Yeah, let's cancel him because I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah. Beulah.
Beulah.
The street mage ran off into deeper behind the garbage and everything else. So you have to either scramble down the other side or clamber up to where you are. But yeah, that works fine. You see, yeah. I wonder if I turn off all sight effects, that would happen. There's only one guy left. So I wonder if I turn everything off. The errors go away. Let's try that out of interest. Clear. For the he's the last guy on the fight, so let's just turn all line of sight stuff off and see if that fixes it. Okay, Beulah. The mage appears to be tangled up in a big ball. Well, there's basically seems to be tangled up in a load of string, and there seems to be a ball of it just slightly rolling away, and that disappears. But the string all around him still seems to be affecting him. You hit because he can't avoid the shot.
Oh.
3 wounds. I don't think I'm going to save that, so I think we're just going to have him die. And the answer is it still causes... yeah.
It does still cause errors. So.
It does still kill those errors. Yeah, I just saw them all come up. Okay, well, congratulations. You have... obviously, there were the local residents that were some here. They've obviously dove into their hiding. They mostly seem to be up there. This area around here seems to be empty of residents. And what you notice from where you are now, there does appear to be an entrance to some sort of structure there.
Right, the question is, have we got 10 minutes to heal Waif? Or do we need to do it right now?
Hey, it's all quiet.
Do you have any magic stuff to heal Waif?
Well, I was going to do it conventionally first, and then I thought
I've got a card. Play a wounded character out of combat. All wounds are recovered, but the victim gains a permanent scar. So for the next month.
It probably singed most of my freaking hair off.
Sorry, somebody playing a card there, did they say?
Yeah, I've got a card that will heal for free. Yeah.
Good, because my healing roll's terrible.
But it just means that Waif's got -2 to persuasion for a month. Shall I do that and save your healing powers?
Yeah, I've done 4 power points.
Okay, there you go. Waif, boom, healed. You just got -2 to persuasion for 30 days of game time.
Yeah, it singed off my hair.
Yeah, exactly. Your hair's got to grow back. That's it. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good job she's not playing a gnome right now, because that would really annoy her.
Yeah, so we cauterize a wound.
Yeah, so that's 0 wounds and no longer shaken.
And I've got no more adventure cards to play today. Or have I? No, I haven't. I've got one more, yeah. I gave one away, didn't I? Right, so let's investigate this thing over here then, shall we? Or,
Yeah, I'm still getting errors though.
yeah, we're all getting errors here.
Yeah, no, I thought someone was saying that they were cleared up. I'm just making the comment.
No, we were wondering that if I turned off all lighting effects, would the errors go away? And the answer was no. I have reported it anyway, so we should be.
I take a moment to slap Donahue for shooting me in the back.
I'm sure, but Donahue might not want you to take a moment, but I don't have a problem with it at all.
That's just good solid smack. Thanks. Stick with that. And I move up to the other guys.
Okay, right. So there does appear to be some sort of well, there's a door there. You can open the door and head on it if you so wish.
I'm gonna head on in.
Check it for traps.
Yeah,
Sabotage.
be my guest. notice.
Ah,
only three can be used.
go for blind.
You don't, Aki. You don't. You examining the door area. You don't see anything.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to go in anyway. I didn't think there was any traps, but we saw them running in and out, didn't we?
There you go.
Tell you what, I'll cast Summon Ally.
Oh, did that not? That didn't do it, did it? Does that? Did that do it? There we go. I have to remember that when I turn on layers, I do have to update the map.
Do we see anything on the guy's body when we toss the bodies?
They just have. Well, they've got. If you want, they've got standard equipment which you can take off them if you so wish.
Well, it might have a better gun than the pocket pistol.
They were light pistols. You're getting that far, and then I'm hitting you with a trap, mate.
All right, okay.
That's what I was going to say. Do you want to summon Ally? Because I can send a little cat in there. The cat will tell us what's in there.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find where they were. They were light pistols, so I'm just trying to look where they. I've lost what they were. They were gang soldiers. They had light pistols, which are 12-24 range, doing 2d6 damage.
Pistols do 2d6 -1, don't they?
These have probably been souped up.
They're super pistols.
And their range is 10, 20, 40?
12, 24, 48.
Oh, well, that's better than what I got.
Just need to take that. So you can take, if you certainly want to take a light pistol, you can. I just need the keywords in it. The rate of fire is 1. The number of shots is 7. Minimum strength is D4. And the weight is 1. And the group is pistol.
And we found ammo in there?
They'll have, well, basically, you've probably got. You'll find enough of probably a couple of magazines. So these take 7 round magazines. We're going to make this a mech. It's a mech tech light pistol. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Does anyone else want a mech tech light pistol?
Well, yeah, I'll have one. I'll have one if there's a spare going. Yeah.
Well, logically there's 6 of them.
Yeah, I mean, we just killed them. And then I was also wondering if the street mage had anything for our casters.
Not really. He may have spell components and knickknacks and stuff, but he's a low-level street mage. He was just a thug. So yeah, if you want to mech tech like pistol, I've just given you an Aki. You are taking off gang people, so they may well have been used in numerous crimes and possibly traced. Exactly.
Wave will take one too.
Okay.
Is it shiny?
Yeah. I am just pointing out the fact that I say there's nothing wrong with them. Obviously, they're.
I got a guy who scrapes off serial numbers. That's all right.
Yeah, no, that's the point. These could. Yeah, I mean the problem is they may or may not have been used in. Okay. Aki,
I'm more interested if they're shiny and they go with the jacket.
No, they don't. Aki, you walk into the room. Aki, you walk in. As you walk in there, you suddenly feel the pressure plate underneath you depressing slightly. This whole area, that sort of whole annex bit you're in, seems you can actually feel a static charge building. Make an agility check at -2.
I told you we should have sent a car.
Might not have been heavy enough to set it off.
Probably not. Might have a chance to see it.
No.
I'm gonna Benny that.
Be my guess.
Just the 5 Benny.
Okay, that's pretty good job, really, because you just avoided 4 wounds. No, just a wound. You jump out the way, and the whole room discharges.
See, I knew there's no trap in there, really.
Trickery type thing.
There's a Borg queen in here.
Okay.
I'm sorry, discharge is like what? Blows up and we just lost Aki?
No,
No,
electrical
voiced it.
discharge went off and I dodged it. Yeah.
It was basic. Yeah, it's like the whole thing's like charged capacitors, and the first person to set on the pressure plate. I noticed check if you had defeated its stealth, it had a D6 self, so you only needed a 5 to notice it. And then
Well, this
obviously
Borg thug looks a little more serious.
he does indeed, and he just got the Joker. So
Good luck, Aggie. We'll be out here.
he's going to advance. Basically, it's like, I don't know how you managed to avoid the trap, but it doesn't matter. And he basically attacks you with his razor nails twice, missing and missing. That's really annoying. I'm going to spend a penny on those. And one more, one of his. That's better. That didn't roll, did it?
It's hit. Now you got to roll the damage and get over 10. Which you did, I think. Oh, unharmed. Yeah, baby.
By 1 point. Yeah. So basically, yeah, his razor nails slash across you, but they have no real effect. The interesting thing is the sword in his other arm. I obviously I didn't have a token exactly right. His sword in his other arm does in fact look like basically a very large pistol. But it's not actually, but it is actually part of his arm rather than he's holding it, if that makes sense. So it's a sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Embedded? That's not the right word. What would it be? You know what I mean? Built in.
Yeah, it's built in. He's attached to him.
Yeah.
Integral.
Yeah. Anyway, over to Aki.
Who is gonna? Am I targeting him? I'm targeting him. I'm gonna hit him with the shot club.
Okay, dokie. You missed.
Oh, you got a shot club too now, right on.
I had a shot club since day one. Yeah.
Oh, you never used it, huh?
Oh, since I had an assault rifle, I didn't need to, but I just wasted all my bennies and missed Borax. You hear Aki say, Borax!
For the record, actually looking at the layout of the building, it's not too clear to see. And obviously, I decided there was a door there when there wasn't one, but there was. There's also a door up there, and for the so there's also a door up there as well. So you can either enter the building this way, or you can enter the building that way, if anyone wants to. Pow pow.
Yeah, I'll shout at him to get out. So he gains a penny.
Thanks.
Pow, pow, pow.
Better token for him.
Yeah, I'm going to try and run in there and taser him. But imagine he runs on some kind of electricity.
The trap doesn't go off again. You can see it's already starting to charge up again, but it hasn't gone off yet.
I thought I'd gamble with it.
Actually, this one might be a better token for him. There we go. That one's a bit better. It still doesn't have a gun, but it's.
Oh, nice. He's got a rotating blade on one arm and a drill on the other.
Yeah, he doesn't, but that's the best I've got for token wise at the moment. Okay, you shoot the Borg thug with a taser.
Yeah, he's got to roll -2. Vigor -2 to be stunned.
Yes, indeed.
But he's like, haha, pitiful fool.
You know, he just goes. No, he just goes. Resistance is futile. Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin is going to step to here
Mm-hmm.
and shoot the Borg with his combat arrows.
I guess.
I'm going to duck my head a little bit.
So I've made my whole fantasy dance freeze by just typing. I've got too many. I've got too many graphical effects. You hit the Borg. Don't worry about that. Oh, you shake him. And then you move back out. Yep.
And now somebody else can get in there and do strange and nasty things.
That's Wave. Oh, look at this.
I'm gonna get to here, and because I did the run, it'll automatically apply multi-action. So
Yeah.
Take a shot at it.
Be my guest. You do feel the pressure plate depress as you enter there, but it looks like there's only enough charge to power one of the traps at a time, so it doesn't go off. You hit with a raise. It's going to be a wound that I'm going to attempt to soak because I can. You hit, you come running in, you shoot, you watch, you see the bullet penetrate the flesh, but then you sort of hear a dull metallic clang as his subdermal armor absorbs the bullet.
Now, if I remember, I had enough movement left to back up here.
You did indeed. By my reckoning, you actually got 3 inches left, actually.
Oh no, I'm just gonna back up around the corner.
Okay. Beulah.
All right. Well, Beulah's gonna. I guess Beulah can go to about there. Try his new toy. Hopefully he doesn't shoot Aki in the back.
You hit. You shake him.
And I've got one more inch of movement.
Yep.
So I'm gonna kind of duck out of this thing here and kind of take a knee and maybe take a little bit of cover if that's possible. I don't know if the thing's got range or not, but
Fine. It's very sensible. That brings us last but no means least to Mr. Donahue. He was just quietly strolling quietly through the rubbish tip when he heard more gunfire, screams, and shouts.
Story from
Donahue was wondering why he got involved with us in the first place.
Probably.
I'm recovering first lap.
I'll head up there, but I think I will stay out here for the moment at least.
Sounds good to me. Okay. Next round. Let's see what happens on the second round. Pow Pow gets a Joker.
Thanks, Pow Pow. There's two bennies from Pow Pow this round for me now.
Pow Pow gets a double Joker as far as Zach is concerned.
I'm going to summon an ally, throw some sand into the room. On
Okay.
5. Right, with a Joker bonus.
Right. Aki allies. Is it Desert Spirit again, yeah?
Yeah, it's just looking sand into the room that will summon a desert spirit.
Okay, I have to open it and then drag it to the combat tracker. Need to remember that. And then make it visible, make it friendly, and I shall place it next to you, and then you can move it to wherever you want to summon it, within line of sight and within range of your sparks.
So my map is going to be 3 inches, and that's close enough, I suppose. So yeah, I throw some sand in, and the desert spirit crawls out of the ground.
Okay.
And then the desert spirit will cast blind on the board.
Make your gifted roll. So I need to fix, apparently all the illumination stuff are wrong for the different races in Sprawlrunners, and I also need to fix that the bloody powers aren't working properly.
So it gets a raise on blind.
Which is quite nasty, I seem to recall. Blind. Blind. Those affected by malicious power. Okay.
-4 to all actions.
Success means the victim suffers spells for the victim automatically tries to shake the effect off as a roll free action at the end of his following turn. That's horrible.
Yeah, so the sand spirit comes out and it's like a tornado, and it's blowing sand in his face.
Nice. Well, that's really going to nerf his abilities. That brings us back to Mr. Donahue.
When the night is
I
young
think I'll just
and you smell of
hold
neck.
it.
Okay. Borg
Mhm.
Fug unshakes. Borg Fug is a bit annoyed. He is going to attack twice.
Yeah.
Attack Aki with razor nails and attack the desert spirit with razor nails. He kills the desert spirit. He doesn't kill it, does it? He causes it to return to its.
So was that -4? -4 to hit, was it?
Yeah.
-6 to hit.
-6 to hit. Yep.
Well, it's still terrible.
Okay, but Aki is unaffected.
Yeah,
And
it's got
he
no
is
fighting skill.
Beulah. Small pile of sand appears on the floor.
All right, well, Bill is going to step in.
Damn lucky, that was unfortunate.
Take a clear shot in this thing.
Go for it. Thing is the right word there. You missed though, I'm afraid. Unless you wish to spend a penny to reshoot. That's a better shot. Roll that damage.
Boom.
Very much boom. He's got one Benny left, so I might as well try using it. So I'm afraid he soaks it, but he's out of bennies, which is still perfectly valid attack. Anything that makes me spend bennies is always one you should view as a good use of a damage.
Oh, and I would have passed turn. Sorry, I was waiting for you to.
Sorry, I apologize. Stop.
No, I didn't know if I could. I didn't know if I could like re-Benny, like like if you
No.
Benny, then I. But
No, you can't. But do you want to stay where you potted? Do you want to step back outside again?
No, I do want to step back out. That's why I only took one thing of movement.
Yeah,
so I'm
that's
gonna come.
absolutely fine. I apologize. Go on, step back out.
Yep, I'll use Donahue as a shield.
Sounds good to me. Waif shakes the Borg Thug.
And I'm going to step back.
Okie dokie. That
Take
brings,
there and get shredded to bits. I've already lost all my hair. I'm done with this crap.
exactly. That brings us to Merlin.
Okay, Merlin is going to step in. No, don't do that. Merlin is going to step in, shoot, and then step back out.
Go for it. Well, for Aki's standing there, the guy would have just come outside and murdered you all by now, I hope. But anyway.
It's because my arms are crossed. He's too scared.
Oh,
Ooh,
I
there
forgot.
we go.
I forgot he was a berserker. Well, it was obviously fault. The berserk cyberware was obviously faulty.
Oh, so you made it
Well,
easy,
actually,
did you?
no,
Thanks.
No. He soaked all his wounds up until this point, hasn't he? So it didn't. That was well within. That was okay. He hadn't taken any damage yet. And unfortunately, he's not going berserk now. I'm going to spend a penny to reroll my berserk roll. Flipping hell. Aki, you can't win with bloody smart rolls like that.
I thought he spent all his bennies.
I was spent one of my GM bennies on him.
He's shaking, isn't he? So I can move away from him without getting hit.
You can. Yes, you can, unless I do that.
Well, did
Penny done shit.
he take damage from that? I didn't catch that.
You did 3 wounds on the guy.
Okay, I wasn't sure. You were throwing bennies around. I wasn't sure what happened.
All right.
No,
So
no.
did you remove shaking from him when it was my go? Did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
You bastard.
So
Be bad.
he is no longer shaken. You can back off if you want, but he's no longer shaken.
Why am I missing this geezer?
Because he's got a parry of 6 and you keep rolling 5s.
Arse and Wenger. Right, okay, I'm going to pass.
Merlin's shield on Aki expired. Ooh, now it's time to hurt you. But
I wish to spend the power points to keep all those going.
why? What? Whose turn is it out of interest? Oh,
End of the
You
round,
missed-
didn't it say?
oh, that's because I missed the fact. Well, you did, yeah. We have to turn the ball back on now. Bugger.
Sorry.
That's okay. So if I put it on you, and then I'll do Merlin.
I didn't see it say.
No, I didn't see it say. If I'd noticed, it was who had it? Everyone except Beulah, wasn't it?
No, everyone
no.
had it.
No, everyone had it. One power. Hang on. It's not 1 PowerPoint. It's 1 PowerPoint per person you want to maintain it on. Don't forget. So it would actually cost you 6 PowerPoints to maintain it on 6 people.
Done.
No, I say I didn't think you wouldn't. It's just that's the thing. People. It is 1 PowerPoint. It's one. You know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. New round, and Aki gets to go first on the King of Spades.
Right.
Mr. Big has got lots of thugs. I hope you're thinking by now. He hides it away in the middle of nowhere, and then it's still very guarded. What are you doing, Mr. Aki?
I'm going to go on hold and do something when I notice something worth doing. I can interrupt him.
All right, well, rinse and repeat. You'll step to the.
Yep. Shoot Aki in the back and step out.
That's right.
I love the way all coming in, standing, supporting me. They're my pals, it's not, aren't they?
You hit.
Yeah, he was there saying, "I don't know how you got past," and then all these people keep popping up behind him. It's like, oh, maybe that's how you got past.
Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to do something.
Yeah, the trap's going to recharge, and you're all going to get fried.
The trap is recharging, but it hasn't recharged yet. You incapacitate the thug, and down he goes. He's going to be bleeding out, so I will unlock combat.
Good. I'm going to disable the trap.
Okay, that will be a thievery roll or repair roll. Yeah, I will say the console's there. Yeah. You analyze it, and you realize that you haven't managed to disable the trap at this time.
Boom.
It doesn't go off because
Pow, your turn. You're a thief.
It's Pow go.
2 plus 2 plus 3 is 5. Wave, you need to make an agility check at -2 as you realise that basically the static charge that's been building up in the area you're standing is suddenly about to go off. Maybe Aki realises that because he's standing in front of the console fiddling with it. You need to dive it. You need to make an agility check at -2 to dive out the door before the trap activates. Which you do. You dive out the door, and Merlin, you're not. I know you're outside the room, so that's okay. Both of them discharge, and you could actually, you can actually see that the capacity drops down to nothing, and it starts trickling back up again. Looks like it reaches capacity every 18 seconds or every 20 seconds or so after a discharge.
Yeah, let's run into the room, right? And
I thought I unlocked tokens to let you guys move freely. There you go. Be my guest.
Yeah, and then we'll try thievery to see if we can disarm the alarm.
Be my guest. It's just over there. That little nobule of the wall. Yes, yep, you are able to disarm it. Yeah. You just need a successful thievery check to disarm a trap or repair it at difficulty 6. Repair at -2. So you disarm the trap. This area seems to be some sort of bedding down area where it seems to be quite a bit of a mess. It looks like the Borg the Borg thug looks like was probably in this room you're in now. There seems to be lots of cybernetic repair bits and pieces, nothing of real value, but just enough to maintain it. The other areas seem to have a couple of beddings on it, so Pow standing on a mucky mattress on the floor. The room you've just entered here, as you come in, you notice that there seems to be some sort of strange. It's a power generator of some sort. It seems to basically, judging by the, make a repair check. You're a technical fellow. Yeah. That is ridiculously large to be providing power to a building this small.
There's a basement. This is a secret entrance to a basement. Maybe.
Maybe indeed.
I think so, because that guy wouldn't have been here. So do we have to do like a notice roll to check the room to see if we can find?
You can search the rooms. Yeah, you can. You can move. You can each take a room and do a search. But you do have to be in the right area for the search to be productive. In the right room, I should say. Aki, you basically what you do find is there is a concealed entrance there.
Over here, lads. There's a sealed entrance. Can I open it?
You can indeed.
Check it for, see if it's booby set.
Oh yeah, I'll set for traps since
Boom.
Notice again.
That'd be a notice check to check for traps. Yes, there is. It is a key-coded security system. It's basically you could use thievery to rewire it. You could use repair at -2 to attempt to rewire it.
What about electronics?
Try hacking the control electronics at -2, or you can hack at -2 to try and override the computing software.
So it's all at minus.
Except thievery, because obviously you're meant to use traps to disarm. You're meant to use thievery to disarm traps, but obviously this is the future, and it's all
wow. Look at that! I'm terrible at hacking. I'm like the worst hacker in the world. Okay, I can't figure it out. Someone else come and have a look at it.
-2 for using hacking.
-2 for using hacking. You will need to plug into the jack-in port. So if you critically fail, you will. You're no problem at all. Yep. Actually, your malware. You would have cleared off that malware you got from last week by now. Or at least it would have it would have finished running its program that would have, subconsciously been affecting your. The malware phase
Yeah,
is finished.
I don't know how to take the effect off.
That's absolutely fine. I just deleted it. It's okay. I forgot to remove it sooner. So yeah, no problem at all. You are able to open the hatch. It looks like it basically reveals. Okay, so I know the door is on the wall, but it's it seems to be like there seems to be a ladder going down and another door at the end of it.
I'm going in.
You're going in, are you? Okay, you are going in. I shall take you on this map and put you on the other map.
I'm on the other map. Oh, this is definitely the shower out of the Fifth Element.
Well, wait till hear them monkeying around and follow 'em.
Is there anyone down here, or is it just
It appears to be. It appears to be empty.
Okay, well I'm gonna.
Although as you can see, the computer consoles are all on and logged in. Well, not logged in. The screens all appear to be locked.
I'm gonna try and I want to just have a look, see if there's any cameras looking around, like surveillance cameras in here, looking, at the stairs. Apart from that one above my head.
Make a notice check. Could be concealed.
That was well spotted.
You are quite confident there aren't any in the here because you look hard everywhere. You don't see any.
Okay. Seems like it's safe. I'll head downstairs as well.
I shall unlock the tokens for speed and ease. What?
I don't see Beulah in there, but I did move in.
Okay. Well, I had to move in between maps. I did notice someone's made this extension. I think it's for. I don't know if it works for this, called Portals, and you can literally draw areas on one map, and when a token appears on it,
Yeah, I've been using them in 5e. It's supposed to keep working, but they changed some stuff, so it's still sort of spotty. But they work great when they work, because you just go over it and then you just it works awesome. And what you can actually do is have different players in different areas seeing different maps, which is awesome. So that like you can do it more real time.
It is a paid extension, of course, so there is the fun and games of it. One day it goes away. Every time Fantasy, as they found, every time Fantasy Grounds change the code, he's got to do it again. But anyway, there's, as I say, it's cooled in here. It's quite dark and dingy. The only light seems to be coming from some LEDs in the stairs and a couple of green tubes on the wall and the glow of the screens. There also appears to be, ventilation-wise, there's a large fan that seems to be blowing in cool, fresh air on the wall opposite the staircase. But other than that, it appears quite quiet. He just jumps off the stairs.
Like a gazelle.
Computers.
They're turned on, but they are turned on, but currently locked, as if someone hurriedly disconnected and left the system running, as if they didn't have time to shut down properly.
What did I just open over here?
I don't think you opened anything.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, yes, you did. You should be able to open the window. Sorry. It's meant to be a pane of glass, so you can see in there, but you can't do much about it.
Corbin Dallas's bedroom. There's a door over here.
Multi-pass?
Yeah, well, look, the shower Beulah's in is Corbin Dallas's shower. Goes into the floor. There's a door here. I'm going to listen at the door and hear if I can hear anything.
Why are you able to walk through the? Oh, because I've locked. Because you've opened them and then.
Then walk through them. I'm sorry, am I breaking stuff?
Yeah.
You broke it.
Meant
You
to-
broke the whole internet.
Yeah. There you go. It's meant to be. Yeah. And I understand why it's annoying. You can't when you set them up. You can't default. It's meant to be basically. It's toughened safety glass, so you can see through it, but you can't walk through it. You're meant to go through the door.
Pow and
Feel
Merlin
kinda
coming
good.
down or not?
I think they hang around upstairs.
Well, I was going to watch out for bad guys upstairs.
Okay, I assume Mr. Donahue wishes to attempt to log in.
There's something weird about that.
While he's attempting to log in, I'm going to attempt to listen at this door here and see if there's anything on the other side of it.
Well, if you go around the corner, you can see what's on the other side of it.
Bueller's
glass
here to
wall.
help Donahue in any way he can.
Well, this is the okay. I thought that. Oh, so that
I'm gonna try and see if search just to see if he's got a password or anything, code book, security keys, anything like that on his desk first.
Okay, that'll be a notice check. What you do notice is on these books over here on the right hand side. Most of the books seem to be all about computing and stuff, except one, which basically seems to basically be the history of the big company. And as you flick through it, you notice there is you notice that that Mr. Big, after he founded Big City and obviously was elected governor of California for the third time running, did retire and did retire, and obviously he left the company to his daughter, and there seems to be all sorts of blurb in there, and it would appear that a much loved family pet of Mr. Big was a Mr. Snuffles, and that's, you notice, is highlighted.
Okay. I'm guessing you mean that's like a password, so I'll try that.
Well, you think it might be, so you give it a try. So you type in Mr. Snuffles, and the system unlocks. It shows that last log on time was 8 o'clock this morning. There is no log off time listed. It does show that the system was locked 15 minutes ago, which is about the same time as your drone flew over the area and was shot down.
I tell the others he's got a 15-minute lead if you're chasing after him. I am going to start ripping his files.
Okie dokie. I am going to.
I wonder if we could have that check that room out under Astrovision to see if it's got any hidden doors. Trouble is, I'm pants at it.
Can I have a hacking check? It looks like someone is trying to
Can I,
basically
help
kick you out
with
of the
this?
system. You can if you can. There is a data point if you want to jack direct in.
Yeah, or just give, do the help roll, whatever gets the best result, right? Is it?
Yeah. The point is, at the moment, Donahue's just typing on the keyboard. The only way you can assist, because there's the only one keyboard to the system, is the only way you can assist is you would have to physically plug into the data point and jack into the system to assist.
Sure.
Is what I'm trying to say. So you can jack in. So basically, you can see someone's trying to remotely delete the system. Bueller, I'm afraid. You try to be helpful, but it seems to be some obscure version of the programming languages that you're still not getting your head around.
No.
I'll plug in and see if I can help him as well.
There's only one data point, so you'd have to get Bueller to jack out, which you won't be able to do, and assist Mr. Donahue.
Oh, right,
6
okay.
seconds as the system's being deleted.
Aye, but he does have the password and a good idea.
Oh, well, it's okay. His hacking was fine. You actually isolate the remote access port that is being used to you actually isolate the remote access port, the connection that's coming in that's trying to remote delete the systems, and you are able to isolate it and disconnect it from the system, and removing all external access to these computers.
I'm gonna be a jerk.
Okay.
Before I close that port,
Yes.
to start a release of that kaiju black ice and send it through.
Okay, be my guest. You can have that card. I'll give you that card back. It wouldn't really work on a computer. Yeah, it'd be hacking. Yeah.
I thought it might be handy.
No, it's a nice idea. I like it. But
Yeah.
okay.
It was when you said you're going to delete all the information. I was going to go, no, you're not.
The firewall's got a toughness, a parry of 6. That you're trying to send this down. Just so you know. And we're quite near the edge. You got lots of bennies. There it goes. Oh crap! You got the raise. Okay, that's a wound. Okay. You get a message up on a message comes up on the screen. Target acquired. Target terminated.
Is that from the kaiju or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, I don't have control over it. I just basically had it sealed up so it couldn't do anything.
No, I know. You just released it. Yeah, I know. But that's
Yeah,
what
just
comes
released
back.
it.
That's what comes back. At exactly the same time, the message comes up on the screen: target acquired, target terminated. This door unlocks and opens.
Ah, the door that I was trying to get into.
Yeah. Although the lighting doesn't appear to be working. Yep, there you go. There appears to be an escape hatch in here. It isn't locked. You can open it up.
Okay. Found an escape hatch, chaps. I'm going down. Or up, wherever it is.
We seem to be destined to finish at half. We seem to be destined to finish at 5 rather than half 5, but that's okay. You guys are just good at getting to cliffhangers early. Actually, we don't have to leave it there. But anyway, you open it up. Basically there's another set of stairs. There's a ladder going down, and what you find is a long tunnel. You can see there appears to be data cables running down it, and as you head down the tunnel, quite some of a distance, whoever's going with Aki, eventually you do find a little room down there with basically a remote terminal. It looks like it does appear to be the other end of the connection, and it does appear to be whoever was trying to hack. So you find sitting in a chair there, the operator of the system here, who, by all intents and purposes, appears to be your Mr. Big, and his body is slumped in the chair with the. You could actually see the data jack connection into the base of his skull appears to be sort of melting away as we speak. But eyes stare out blankly at you as you look at the. He's a young lad. He appears to be in his early 20s. Make a common knowledge check. You recognise him.
Bill Gates?
No. I forgot his name, and I forgot to look it up before I got this far. I forgot you had the kaiju, so that makes things interesting. I've forgotten the name of that bloody. There we are. Kankadai. Log in. Sorry. I just want to get the right name. You recognise the facial features are quite distinctive. Just as you look at it, you realise you're looking at a member of the Arasaki family. Wanted to get the name. Families. Arasaki. Here we go. Sorry, just checking my notes. Go generate.
Boom, boom,
Oh, yeah,
boom,
there it
boom,
is,
boom,
Shiro.
boom, boom.
You appear to be looking at Shiro Arazaki, the grandson of Hanako Arazaki, current corporate CEO of Arasaki, the biggest multi-corporate entity in the world.
Okay.
So there you go. The files do all appear to show that you have in fact tracked down Mr. Big. This remote data site appears to have a obviously before you cut the connections, as it